now, and then I need to publish the videos. That way everyone can join. Usually with this, we don't typically get a ton of interaction. We might get 6 or 7 people.
Okay.
Even though we have not way more, but more patrons than that. We always get the same 5 or 6 people. There's Twin City. What's up?
Can you send me?
So now Cyrus has never seen this.
I'm so excited. This is such a good movie.
I'm excited. I don't really know what to expect.
Good.
Yes.
This is a perfect film to go into blind.
Okay.
You can be the empty man going in.
No, I know that. I think I saw a video on it. Just doing brief research. I know this is a first-time filmmaker, David Pryor, and that it's just very ambitious. So I'm excited to see what's going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, they threw him a pretty big budget, considering, because he has such little to his name. So I'm not really sure. I think the script was just that good, which makes sense to me. But I see. So he directed some behind the scenes stuff for he worked hand in hand with Fincher. He did his he was a videographer on the sets of Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Zodiac and The Social Network and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So he was probably rubbing elbows with him, and that's probably why he was able to work his way up and get such a big film, because I'm looking right now. I think the budget on this had to be pretty decent. Let's see. It says box office. So I got a box office, but no budget.
I love
that. This bombed, so we're not going to probably ever see anything from him again, which is a shame, because this is getting a cult following, though. So I think because this has such a strong cult following that it might resurrect him. Ben's here, Selena's here, Ricky's here, Twin's here. All right, so we got 4 people. Selena's here. Okay, good. So who else said they were going to come? What's up?
Can you send me the link?
I did on Instagram already. Wow.
Oh, I didn't know you sent it on Instagram.
Yup. I'm on top of shit, babe.
Yes, you are.
Notification.
I love the couch.
Yeah, that's how we do it, man.
Comfy.
It's incredible.
This is how we do patron views. This is how we do our porno channel.
We don't. Yeah.
This is how we do it all. This is the casting couch.
No.
No casting happens here.
Well, Selena's alarm went off, huh? She didn't sleep through it. Selena is joining us at 2:30 in the I guess it would be 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she joins us real late.
So late.
So it's pretty crazy. She set the alarm for 2:30 in the morning to be here with us.
I know.
2.5 hour cult film.
What a perfect time
dedicated.
To watch this movie, though. I feel like it's gonna be so creepy and eerie.
At 2:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a perfect film to watch late at
you're
night
just gonna be
with a bunch of random people. It's 2 a.m. You said you were setting your alarm for 2:30. So you lied to me.
So you lied.
The end.
Okay.
I haven't
Here it is.
slept just in case. Oh, she kept herself up. She was like, I'm not going to bed.
Oh my goodness. I
That's
hope you have
dedication.
some caffeine, some
Man.
caffeinated beverage of
Okay.
your choice.
Don't worry, I will be in front of the camera soon. I'm just making sure. Seeing whoever else is going to be joining tonight.
In the meantime, we have Bean.
Where the hell how do I click on the comments? Oh, here it is. Okay, Ricardo. Is Ricardo here? Did we see his name?
No.
We did not. Ricardo said he'll. Oh, here he is. There he is.
Hello.
Right as I said that. That's perfect timing. Ricky, Ross. Oh, Ross promised he'd be here. Ross, are you here? No, I don't see your name. He said, I'll be there. I promise. Ross is Mr. or Mr. Popularity.
Yeah.
Every time we do one of these, he's like, "Oh man, I just remembered. I have this big rager to go to with all my friends. See you later, losers." Sorry, I don't have a life.
Sorry, you're watching movies instead of not experiencing things.
I mean, Cyrus is like a legit Hollywood actor, and so Ross
in rough terms.
Rough turn. Hi, Ricky.
Ricky. Ricky's always here. Ricky's the guy who comes and joins us and doesn't even watch the movie 90% of the time. He just likes to hang out and comment. But I love that he's here because he's one of the only people that like consistently comments.
Yeah.
So I'm always imploring everyone because they're usually just trying to watch the movie. They're nerds like us. They want to watch Immersion, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I should be typing." I wish I could hear everyone's voice. That'd be just so much better, right? But just text for now. So, but yeah, like I mean, look at this. Look at this dedication.
I haven't slept just in case. Love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I that's kind of like me in eBay auctions. 2:30 a.m. alarm. You gotta.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Oh hell yeah! I accidentally bid $1,000 once on a Nightmare on Elm Street board game last second, and I flipped out because I was just like, "Oh no!" And I ended up having to pay like $180 for it, but I meant to put in $100 and I put in one extra zero because I panicked. And then I was like, "Oh no! Please, no one bid too much."
Oh my god.
So I don't know. Are we supposed to wait for Ross, who's promising he's going to be here? If anyone hasn't seen this, this is going to be this. This is one of the greatest openings in horror history, in my opinion. And like to come in late and to have to fast forward because this movie is this is a masterclass in atmosphere.
Yes.
So one of the most atmospheric films of recent memory for sure. So,
wow.
Yeah, I think. Do we got everything, Ben? We're ready to go.
Selena said you said, what is it? 7:30? 19:30?
You did say 19:30, so I'm assuming that means. No, I didn't say 30. I said 7 o'clock. Arizona time. 7:00, baby.
7:00.
7 p.m. Arizona time is what I said. I'm looking at the comments.
Wow.
Thanks. Alarm set for 2:30. So I think you read p.m. maybe as like something else because it very much says p.m. So I don't think that's what happened. I think Ross was just like, party time!
I say let's get started.
You say, yeah. I mean, it's 7:13.
Yeah.
Everybody okay with starting without Ross?
Hopefully he will join. Not too late.
All right. Well, then. Okay. Now, I know that Ricky he's breaking his code for us.
Oh.
So Ricky is a theater and physical media guy only. He refuses films digitally for any reason, but he's renting this on his phone to watch with us. I don't know why he's watching it on his phone. Maybe I hope he's casting it to the television. But good on Ricky for
Wow, Ricky.
Yes.
Ricky,
for,
what?
why?
Yeah, so that's a lot of commitment. And
Yeah.
I think all of us would prefer physical media and the theater experience. The first time stream. You mean this is the first time you've ever streamed a film?
It's his first. I think it's his first time he's ever rented a film digitally, and it's the first time he's seen this film. So
okay, yeah, I definitely misinterpreted that.
I don't know how to
First
put it
time
on the
ever
TV.
seen.
Well, you can cast it to a smart TV, you can cast it to an Apple TV, you can but you don't rent movies typically. So do you only do physical? Is that it, like you see it in the theater or you buy it? You don't like rent. Did you rent movies back in the day? Like, I don't know. I don't see any difference between renting digitally and renting from Blockbuster. Right? You're renting a movie, right? Like, what's the difference? So
I was just thinking about this. It's basically the new video store.
yeah. Except for it has everything, and you don't have to go in the store and check behind every box
Right.
to see if they have a copy and then be pissed off when they don't.
Right.
I'm old enough that I went, I remember when they were renting Betamax tapes. Okay, that's how old I am. So
They were not
you had to
renting Beta.
literally when Beta came out, you had to put, this is a legit thing too. You can look this up because trust me, I remember as a kid. You had to put down $100 deposit per tape because they were so expensive back then to buy.
What? You're
$100 to rent a movie that you would get back when you brought it back, and they check it to make sure the tape was good.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's so
and this
crazy.
is early 1980s. $100.
Yeah.
Is a lot of fucking
That's
money.
so much money.
Pretty wild.
That is pretty gnarly.
And it was very common that people came into the video store and rented a cassette player.
Oh my gosh.
With their tapes.
So crazy.
That was very common. They had a bunch of cassette players that you could rent with your film.
Huh.
We've come so far.
it's much different. Much better. I remember renting the little attachment for I don't know why I'm still over here.
Dude, you're like so old.
But I remember renting the attachment for the Nintendo 64 to make it the X or whatever fit.
Wow.
Here, my
okay.
My live.
Let's do right. Everyone's ready. It's 7:17. I mean, we can't wait any longer. So, Ross, you should have been here, man.
Unfortunate. Yeah, my live was glitching out for like the last 10 seconds. But I was just gonna say that I just went to my friend Matthew owns a video store here in Burbank, California, where they rent out DVDs and Blu-rays, but they also have like a VHS collection and like tons of horror tapes. And he has like laser discs, and it's just an incredible place to be and talk about movies. And I got Poltergeist 3, The Crow, and the Tommyknockers on VHS today. So we'll see.
So you got those on VHS today?
Yes. I purchased, but here's the thing. So I have a kickback scooter that I ride around Burbank for fun. And I used my scooter to get back home. So I got the bag filled with heavy VHS tapes and stuck it onto one of my scooter handles, thinking that I can. Also, my live is, oh my goodness.
It is glitchy for sure.
Yeah, you're glitchy for sure.
Oh no, this is not.
Anyway, that's okay. Okay, so let's start this shit. You ready?
Okay. Am I still glitching?
You're not as of the moment.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay. But basically, yes, I'm definitely ready. I was just gonna say that on my way back to my house while I was using my scooter filled with all these VHS tapes. They all fell onto the street, and I had to go and pick them up, and my pants kind of like fell down on my way doing it. And so that was definitely an enormous fumble on my end. And I had to go to a local pizzeria for a new bag, and the guy looked at me as if I was like either like an ostrich or like scared that I was gonna like murder everyone in the restaurant. And that was definitely a funny little antidote. But yeah.
Oh no, it's the bully from TV. He's coming to
right.
All right, let's do this. Pressing play now.
Okay, start playing.
We actually have the DVD copy that I purchased from Redbox. That's the only way you can own this physical that's legit.
Really?
They did not put this on physical disc. They only did for Redbox, and you had to buy it from a Redbox. So we are on 20th Century Fox. I'm sure you guys can hear the music. We're at 16 seconds. I don't know if that lines up with the rental.
My TV's currently glitching, but I skipped 20 seconds to see what would happen.
It's showing a bunch of comics on the screen currently. And Boom Studios. So this is based on a comic book by Boom Studios. 20th Century Fox presents. That's where you guys should be at. A Boom Studio production. So there you go. All right, guys. Here's this opening rules. I'm gonna turn off.
The Boom Studios production thing just faded away, and I'm looking at a mountain.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. 1995. All right. Let's do this. Bring these closer. Yeah, you can only get it on DVD from Redbox, so you missed that window. Sorry, Ricky. Yeah, I wish it was Blu-ray too, because this film needs it. I want it 4K. One day, someone will like Second Sight. We'll put this on 4K. I guarantee it. It's got such a cult following now. Thanks to Chris Stuckman.
Oh, his YouTube video was the one that garnered more attention for the movie.
Absolutely. I made it way before him, but I have like 2 subscribers compared to him. So
okay.
I made my video months before his.
Okay, well. This is interesting.
Just wait, man. Fuck that.
Yeah. You guys waiting for it. Come on. Come on.
It's gonna turn into fucking cliffhanger.
I think. Yeah. Definitely up to code.
I would go one at a time.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, no. Don't look down.
Oh, man.
You okay? Yeah.
All those flags represent the people who died on that bridge. That's
No kidding.
They're like, what color do you want?
Wow. So this is based on a Boom Studios graphic novel or comic book?
Correct.
Cool.
Boom Studios also did the Big Trouble in Little China comic.
Looks like a nor'wester coming in.
Think we should head down?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to get caught.
This movie's so fucking eerie.
Where are you going?
What'd you hear? I don't know. There it is again.
That guy is the neighbor from Channel
I don't
Zero,
hear
season
anything,
4.
Oh, sick.
Uh,
I have yet to check out that show. I know Nick Antosca did it, so it must be worth
our
a
favorite.
watch.
It's our favorite horror show.
It's so
Really?
good.
We have all four seasons posters framed on our wall.
Wow. I'm definitely going to check that out.
No, you won't, because I hyped it up too much. It sucks.
Oh, yeah. Good point. No, but Channel Zero.
Watch this.
Mom? Mom? Mom?
Our audios are also like directly synced up.
You okay down there, buddy?
It's a cute love. Oh, pinky face.
Mom?
I'm gonna go down there.
No End House is our favorite season too, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him, right? It's gonna be okay.
Okay, good.
All right, you're ready to pull him up.
Oh, Amber's here. Yes, of course I can give her a timestamp. Hey, Amber. We are at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. They just lowered themselves. One of the guys has lowered himself into the cave. Ask for another timestamp when you. Yeah, we just started, Amber, so you haven't missed almost anything. They're just hiking, and a guy fell down the crevice.
Ew.
Crevasse.
And bugs.
And this was 20th Century Fox before Disney bought it.
Yes.
That
this
is
why it was dumped in COVID because they didn't know what to do with it.
wow.
Oh,
That is
what are you
insane.
doing, man? Why didn't you answer me?
The
What?
fuck is that?
Nope.
Yes. No.
As Jordan Peele would say,
Wow.
the bony man.
Yeah. I think I saw a trailer a while ago. I don't know anything that much, but I am recalling seeing a trailer during the pandemic. And it felt like they were doing it was like an urban legend, like Slender Man almost. That's how it was advertised.
Stand up.
What?
What?
If you touch me, you'll die.
What do you mean if I touch you?
Don't touch him!
Why would he die?
Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Listen, man. Stop. Hey. Hey, no, listen. Stop. What's going on, buddy?
Rick? What's going on?
Hold on a minute. Hey. Oh, stop fucking around. Come on, let's go. Get up. Get up. Come on. Come on, bring it together. I'm getting you up. Come on. Up. I got it.
I love the way the cave is lit. That's how I have to carry my kids all the time. They're so dramatic. know what movie we should watch next? Deadstream.
Okay.
Which movie?
Deadstream.
Yeah. It was. Yes, I actually would love to do that because I would have like a full commitment to that movie to complete it. And I'm only like 10 minutes, 20 minutes in.
Look at this Evil Dead ass house out
Evil Dead ass house.
there.
You're like roasting the house because of its this Evil Dead ass house. Fede Alvarez called.
Yeah, he wants his house back. This reminds me of the place she finds in Under the Skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'll be right back.
Let's get his clothes off and check out for insect bites.
Come on, Paul. Here's something.
What?
Wow.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. There's nothing. I think he's in shock. Come on, Paul, give us a sign, huh? Make sure to yell for me if I hit any tender spots, all right?
The sound design is impeccable.
Yes. Very, very solid.
I mean, like, wow.
How's he been lately?
He's been fine.
Okay, calm down.
Some kind of gas pocket, maybe.
I was breathing the same air he was.
No sign of a head injury at all.
No. We needed a scan to be sure.
What?
If it's not in his head, it's in his head.
We need to get a horrible situation to be
I don't know. There's got to be
Just in the
somebody.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
We
there you go.
hiked in here, okay? Listen to me. We hiked in here. Okay, we are 5 miles from the nearest road, and I can't carry him anymore. Not this weather.
Pussy.
What the hell? Pussy.
He's not physically injured. He's not. Just keep an eye on him. And if he doesn't improve overnight, then I will hide out. And I will find transport to Jakarta myself, okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine in the morning.
Will he though?
Yeah, will he? You want to fucking bet?
Yeah.
I'm making a thumbnail right now for the video we just posted in case anyone thinks that I'm not paying attention to the movie. We're always doing stuff for the channel.
What a creepy bone flute. You don't play that.
Right.
You find it, you just throw it away.
I want someone to play my creepy bones.
Creepy bone flute.
But yeah, the creepy adjective was what really told that.
Slide into the DMs with that one.
Oh my
Wanna play
God.
creepy bone flute. That's how I got Caleb.
Oh my god. Pretty much.
Creepy bone flute. That's wild.
Ricky says this is good. I'm glad that Ricky broke his code of ethics.
See, Ricky screaming every once in a while. You know, it won't hurt.
No, yeah.
It won't.
But only with us.
Just yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Only for watch-alongs.
I remember a part that's coming up, and I'm just like.
Kayla's having PTSD with this movie.
Ruthie, you gotta eat something. Come on.
There's like a weird hypnotic engagement
Yes.
with this movie that just like maybe nothing is happening, but you're just so pulled into like this world. It's so
Yeah.
interesting.
It's the mystery.
Mm-hmm. And then goats.
It would have been so great to see in the theater.
Oh my gosh.
I missed
yeah.
it because of COVID.
Right.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of an anomaly that a movie like this that starts like this was developed by a studio as well executed as it is. You could see the money behind it. It's like it's just so well acted. It's just really interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
David Pryor did direct a Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet
right.
of Curiosity.
Right,
What's that? What's that?
No. They cannot.
Want to play my creepy bone flute? What?
Nah, that's. Oh wow.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Sick.
The sound.
It's wow.
Fuck.
Starts running at you. The way the sound just like dragged out there, it's so cool.
What was the budget of this movie? Did you see?
Millions. I think it was like it's pretty high.
Yeah. It's like in the 20 millions, it seems.
At least. I think it was higher.
Wow.
Hold on, let me look. I want to say 40.
Wow.
It might be 25.
It's white out. It's so white out there.
What?
What were you doing out there?
There was someone out there. He wanted to get. Come on, calm down. Do not
Oh,
tell me to calm down. We need to leave.
16 million.
What? That's really, that is still kind of hefty, but oh,
I feel like Hereditary, after many movies, have been doing similar things with creepy video and all that. Yeah. Yeah, the sound design is definitely one of the best aspects of the film, but I honestly think everything in the film. I can't wait for everyone's reaction. Oh yeah, this.
That whispering?
No! Oh, I hate it. It's so awful.
Paul?
I can't wait for everyone's reaction soon.
It's
something
like the
revealed.
creepy ASMR is
Paul?
what that is.
That's I'll fall asleep to that.
And then you wake up and it's just right over you like that.
That's the sound my bone flute makes.
Oh my god.
Where is he?
Mm-mm.
He's gonna be here somewhere. And Paul.
It's like, that's a
Yeah,
sick
that's
beat.
fine.
Keep that
Oh
going.
yeah. Oh shit.
Oh shit. I love it, man. Just God, so good. Just that visual, like the visual
Out into
storytelling
the-
here is so smart.
Where's Paul?
Where is
Where's
Paul? I hope they at least made their money back. I don't think they did make their money back, unfortunately. This bond.
Oh, they definitely didn't make their money back. This was like dumped to VOD, right?
No, it went to theaters and it was actually in my town, but I missed it because of COVID.
Oh, it was 2020.
Paul, what are you doing?
Okay, hold on.
What are you doing? I am sick of your I'm so special bullshit, you know that?
That's not helping. What's going on, sweetheart?
Oh, don't encourage it.
Just back off, Greg.
No, don't tell me to
Calm
back
down.
off.
Do you want it to get better or not?
No, I don't really give a shit. This
It's
is his
not
fucking
helping
fault.
what you're doing.
I've been
Stop
dealing with
it.
this selfish bullshit for 20 years. He just lost in a mountain because he's having a bad day. Would you fucking say something?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Dude. Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Gosh.
Holy shit. Yo.
Yeah.
Ah. Wow. Creepy bone flute.
Welcome
Wow.
to the open.
Wow. That was amazing.
The 22-minute opening. And now we get into the actual story and the actual characters of the movie.
Okay. Wow. That was really good.
Yeah.
It makes you think that those are the characters of the movie, but they're not.
Oh yes, immediately.
Wow.
Trick ya.
They definitely trick you.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
I hope they at least make their money. No, they did not make their money back. This movie only made $4 million.
Ouch.
Yeah, but they released it during quarantine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically. I mean, come on. What'd you expect?
Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
That was
basically around the same time they dropped Underwater, which is awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, they're just like dumped it in January.
It was January?
Underwater was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Empty Man was October. I saw it shortly after though, because they dropped it on VOD like a week later, 2 weeks later. So I got to see it really quick.
Is this your favorite horror movie of the 2020s so far?
This is my
Just this, please.
potentially my favorite film of the
What do you want?
2020.
It says
But
I
not
want
of
to
the
use more spice than the other
2020s.
ones.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. But it uses a formula where you have to shake it before you use it.
Oh.
Not something you're going to want in an emergency. I'll show you what you need. It's actually cheaper anyway.
It's Monday. and it's free. And then she maces it.
She's like,
I'm so far behind because Amazon Prime won't let me fast forward.
oh
What?
no, Amber. Oh, man.
Oh, lame, Amber.
I'm
That
so
is lame.
sorry.
Sorry,
Oh.
Amber.
Try to keep it vague. What we're saying.
Yes.
I don't want you to have to fast forward though. I wish you were here when we started it. Damn.
That's a nice joint.
Yeah.
Anybody fans of 24? This is Chase from 24, season 3.
Hi. Don't
Guys, we're in for a treat. That was a great opening.
Oh, geez.
Seriously.
We're checking to see if it's expired.
Oh, of course.
Then this is for you.
I'll be right back.
Thank you. Well, I don't need to change it.
I want to talk about things, but I can't.
Happy birthday
Oh,
to you. Happy birthday, dear customer. Happy birthday
Yeah,
to
they
you.
Hopefully they made their money back on the HBO deal, but I doubt HBO paid much for this.
To go over and sing happy birthday. Oh my god, when he's like by himself.
Disney can weather losing a little money.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. They probably wrote this off.
Do you think that in the transition period of the acquisition of 20th Century Fox and Disney, that in a way, the fact that Disney didn't know what to do with the entire property and just dumped it and was like, do whatever you want, do you think that gave the final edit more creative liberties than it would have had? Like, we're like, we don't have any mandates on what to cut out because we don't know what to do with this in the
We're
first
here to find out how you're doing.
We'll just dump it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's been almost a year.
Look at that haircut.
I was concerned.
It's a very
about you.
Joan of Arc.
Cool.
Thank you.
Maybe you think that's silly.
No.
Ever since my father died, and so soon after when Allison and Henry,
It's okay.
I mean, it was more than any of us could bear. Any of us. I mean, I myself felt like I was going to burst into a million pieces. But I came to tell you that I found something so wonderful, so freeing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's helped me to realize that nothing can hurt you because nothing is real.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of things are real.
Are they?
Yeah.
How could you know?
I've learned it the hard way.
What's real starts here and ends up out here. And what we think about with focus and intention and repetition, we manifest. It's the power of positive thinking, the power of negative thinking, right?
Right.
But what if there's a secret truth? What if our thoughts actually begin somewhere else? And they travel through us like a signal traveling down a wire. Thoughts that are old and hidden and singular.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Of course you do.
There's Ross.
Oh, Ross!
Hey, Ross.
Hello.
We made fun of you a lot, so you can watch that recap later.
We're just jealous of your social life.
Yeah, what party were you at? Oh, geez, Amber's talking about camping. Geez, she's way back.
Oh,
Hi, Tyler.
Amber,
I saw you.
just you wait.
Yeah, of course. Bye. Thanks
Nah.
for checking on me.
Yeah, now that there's no dialogue, yes, I think that this probably got released unedited because of the Disney merger. And I think that 20th Century Fox would have forced them to cut this down to an hour and 30 minutes.
of course, yeah, and
This we released in theaters in a 2-hour and 16-minute movie. So I don't think that they would have let them do that. And cutting 40 minutes out of this film, no way. They would just cut the opening. That's what they do. They cut the whole opening of the film.
Sure.
Which is 22 minutes long. It would bring this film down to under 2 hours. Ugh, that would be horrible because the opening is phenomenal and sets the entire tone for the film.
Right, I'll try to intersperse commentary during moments of no dialogue, but yeah, that's really interesting. So you would not cut anything out of this movie?
No, I would not. Back to day one. We're starting over. She's covering her vagina. Why?
Why? Why indeed?
She doesn't want the bone flute.
Who does?
Amanda!
Who does?
I do want the bone flute. The creepy
Especially if
one.
it's
Oh yes, I do remember when every restaurant had to make up their own birthday song because of the copyrights. I worked at Applebee's. I had to sing "Happy Birthday from Applebee's to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too." Hey.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Amanda.
I had to sing that about 6 trillion times. Ah, God, there's so many great scenes in this film that are ominous and eerie as fuck. I'm just thinking of all of them. Oh, Ross put a wrong reminder.
You already called the police?
A few minutes, I said.
Well, you're here. That's all that matters.
Yes.
But I know you probably don't want to stay for a movie you're not going to watch with us. Unless you've seen this, and then you can just fast forward.
So is this the room? Because
This is the girl, the empty man made me do. This is the girl he was talking to with the Joan of Arc haircut.
okay,
She went missing.
the empty man made me do it.
Yeah.
I'll be outside.
Who are you?
I'm James Lasombra, neighbor, family friend.
Didn't you used to be a cop?
Yes, I did. St. Louis.
Undercover, right? Yeah, I remember hearing about you. She came to see you yesterday.
Amanda, yes.
She say anything to make you think she was going somewhere?
No, not at all.
How about her father? Where is he?
He died 2 years ago. Heart attack.
Time stamp is 3304 Ross if you're going to watch it.
They were
with us.
close. She deal with any depression after that, any more than usual?
Nothing.
How are things for your daughter at school? In trouble?
Not at all. She had, a panic attack the other day, but it was nothing serious.
She had a panic attack.
I got a call from the school. She'd been crying in class,
Crying?
but it was nothing. She had a bad day. That's all. She's just a lot of schoolwork. It's just a lot of pressure.
Anything like that happened before? Would you say you two are close?
Yeah, Amanda and I are great. We're perfect.
Okay. Listen, Mrs. Quayle, your daughter's 18 years old. She's a legal adult.
She's in high
You
school.
say her suitcase is missing. She appears to have deliberately packed.
That's not what happened. I know my daughter. Christ. Don't you think I'd rather that was the case than what I'm afraid of?
I understand your concern. We'll see what we can find. In the meantime, if you hear anything, let me know. Do you have any pets?
No, why?
No reason. Have a good day, Mrs. Quayle. We'll be in touch.
Vague ass
Talk to
question.
you outside.
Mhm. Hmm. Indeed.
So
Lotus
thought
Feet.
was-
I forgot that she had a Lotus Feet poster.
I feel like there are so many implicit details, like even like the entire waiting staff wishing happy birthday and singing at the same time, and like all of the unison happening between some of the evil in the opening of the movie.
The theory is Amanda is distressed and she's acting out there.
Everything has purpose in the movie. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
They're not going to do anything, are they?
No, probably not.
Ross is jumping back.
Why did they ask about pets?
Tulpa.
I'm assuming they figured the blood on the mirror is not human.
God, what am I supposed to do?
He is here, he is there, he's every fucking where. Who's he?
Probably Peter.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Why don't you make me a list with Amanda's friends?
Thank you.
I need to be paid in gift certificates to restaurants. Thank you.
That's my favorite.
That's my fee.
You're into the restroom already.
Excuse me, the bar wall. Hi, I'm James Sombra. I'm a friend of Amanda's.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Oh, wow. Well, do you know where Amanda is?
No.
No. You know why she might run off?
Tavern?
You know smoking's bad for you. All right.
He tried. Letting high school girls into your car out front, giving them smokes.
So Amanda's mom told me she was crying in class the other day.
She wasn't crying, she was screaming. The police, they came to gym class today. They asked us about Amanda.
What'd you tell him? What didn't you tell him? Tell him about the emptiness.
That's just some stupid kid's thing.
What is it?
I don't know. Some story started going around that if you went to a bridge after dark, you found an empty bottle. If you blew into it, and you thought about him, something would happen.
What happens? You try? When?
2 nights ago, a few of us were down on the old Chain of Rocks Bridge. You know where that is?
Yeah, I know.
I was little. I had this theory that I could prevent anything bad from happening by thinking about it beforehand. You know what I mean? It's like every time I got into a car, I think about all the different ways we could get into a car accident. Mm-hmm. Because what are the odds of getting hit by a bus? You just thought about getting hit by a bus.
Kids are fucking stupid.
Yeah. He said proving his own point.
Dude, what the fuck? Come on, let's go.
You miss him.
This is why I'm pro-choice.
Who is it?
Lisa, Duncan, Meyer, Brandon, and Amanda. And Julianne was there too.
So do you still want to go?
I don't know. Not like before, but sometimes I still feel like I could just disappear and no one would even notice.
Someone noticed.
I get that.
Someone.
Have you ever thought about suicide?
Plenty of times. I even tried it once. That's where I felt through some French doors rolled with my nose. If I ever slip my wrist, it'll be long and vertical.
Because I saw the craft.
Hey, wait. Hey, wait. We gotta try it. Please don't be dumb.
Try what?
Calling the empty man.
Who's the empty man?
Well, supposedly, if you're on a bridge and you find a bottle, you blow into it, and you think about the empty man, then after a little while, you're supposed to hear him coming for you.
Tell them the rest.
Patrick Coxstead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen him in things. It's always like, ah.
Then you can't stop thinking about him. And then on the second night, you see him following you.
And on the third night?
Well, on the third night, he finds you. Oh, come on, Mandy. How old are you? Yeah, please. Let's go home. I've got swim at 6.
No, Amanda, let's do it. Brandon wants to find out what happens, don't you, Brandon? Not particularly. No. Your turn, scrub. No.
This is bullshit. If it's bullshit, why won't you do it? You don't want everyone thinking you don't blow, right, Devara?
Man.
Fuck all you guys.
Pure pressure, man.
Yeah, peer
Yeah.
pressure.
Slot tips.
100%. Ah, such a good shot.
All the fucking chanting in this movie.
Empty.
What?
Someone walked across his glass that he broke.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
That's such a smart little device to throw in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! Who's out there?
The empty man.
Whoever's out there, stop fucking around!
Yeah, that's really gonna handle it. Thanks, Mark.
Shut up. It's just an asshole, some drunk or a bum or something. Let's go, please. Please.
What? Blowing back.
Oh, fuck. That's so good.
It's so
Oh,
creepy.
man.
Lights draining.
And then they're running. Ugh.
It's probably just some dorks messing with us, right?
Was that the last time you saw them?
I saw her at the mall the next day talking to Brandon.
Talking? Talking?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
what?
But I didn't talk to her.
Wow.
Ugh.
Wow. Ew.
I know. Ew is right. Ugh.
Ew, the guy's eye. That was some good eye acting from that fella.
What?
Ooh. What is this? This is awesome.
No.
No, I have to go.
Just no. Yeah, I have to
Bro,
go
wait a
too.
second. Hey, could you
It's
see
too
that,
scary.
Mr. Brandon?
This is not what I thought this was going to be. This is awesome.
Thought we'd let you down?
Hell no. No.
Bro got the Will
What?
Byers haircut. That's the truth.
Oh, yeah, she's got the Will Byers going. That's so true.
Yes.
Brandon Maybach with you.
You seen him? He's not home. No, he's not here.
Okay, well, my name is James Sommer.
He's
I'm
not
trying to
here.
go on what else.
What?
Just. Yikes.
Hello? Lisa? Mr. Schwartz? Somebody home?
This girl's the girl.
Why did you run, you fool? You were nearly killed.
Escape room. She's the flight attendant at the end of the movie when they're like testing the next game.
That's cool.
He's like, shit, guess I have to stop here.
No idiots.
The investigation's over.
Sure.
This fucking black poster
Oh, weird.
with the what?
I don't like it.
Oh my gosh, this movie's so subtle.
Yes.
The new Candyman, huh, Amber? I didn't love that.
Yeah, no. This is not the new Candyman.
No, she was saying for like next watch. party.
Oh, interesting. Did you guys like the new Candyman?
It was fine.
Like bits of it for sure. I would
What?
rewatch it to see again. Yeah, that's.
Those doggone kids.
I hate it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Get it? Because the dog's
Yeah,
gone.
Hey, Norton.
The doggone kids. No? Anybody?
God, it's just too sad.
Oh, hell.
Into weird stuff?
What kind of weird stuff?
I don't know. I'm just grasping. No, I mean, I don't want to worry you, but
I tried to find all of Man's friends who were last seen with her, and I just can't seem to locate them.
None of them?
You ever heard of the Pontifex Institute? You ever mentioned that before?
No, what is that?
I don't know, might not have anything to do with anything. So I got a few more stuff for you. So, we'll talk about this later tonight.
Oh,
Everything's fine. All right, bye.
No, this is not the angle.
Yeah, the Cyrus is getting himself into freaking chat roulette. Chat roulette angle.
I was like, well,
that's totally it.
Yeah,
That's
that
totally
is.
fucking chat roulette angle, dude.
super.
The only thing missing from that is a dick.
Let's sit up a little more so we can. Yeah, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You stupid. It said idiots not allowed.
It did say.
I think this is a more respectful movie angle.
Yes. All the sound is drowned out. Right there. There was like chirping and then nothing.
So it would be so freaky.
That would be
Oh my
fucking
God.
terrifying to be hearing all these cicadas.
Yeah.
And then nothing instantly.
The sound is
And then that. The creepy bone flute.
Shit. Who's blowing on that creepy bone flute down there?
Manhole. Mean man.
Oh my gosh. Creepy bone flute in the manhole.
Yep. You get it. Oh god. This shot is the fucking best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So crazy. That's what he was hearing.
Wow.
Way to hang in there, guys.
Oh my gosh. The empty man made me do it.
Reminds me of the Lost Boys with a twist, says Twins. Yeah. A twist and a knot.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. Joan of Arc was missing though.
Yeah, she wasn't there. Amanda, or whatever her name was.
Oh no, these scenes never start. Any scenes with a supporting character alone in a
Yeah.
mirror in a horror is never going to go well.
No, just
I've
never.
never seen a sauna in a horror movie work out.
Exactly. Horror movies are like, don't go to saunas.
All right.
All right.
A little booty.
Here we go. Cyrus, are you old enough to be seeing this?
I'm not repping my age correctly with this Among Us t-shirt. You know, we'll
you
get.
You should be wearing a Last of Us t-shirt.
Is the show good?
Oh,
phenomenal. I've watched the episode 6 times.
Wow.
Titties! Titty alert, everybody!
They're gone. They're literally gone.
They shouldn't be.
Around the sirens.
Now, this is rare. I talked about this before, but for some reason, movies never feature black women naked. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Wow.
Amber's at 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So far behind. You should rewind the video like Ross did to find where we were at.
Yeah.
We're at 55 minutes. So yeah,
we're about to near an hour. 4 minutes away from that.
Feels like it's been on for 20 minutes to me.
The white, like the fade to white, just like the opening.
Yeah. What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So. Oh.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The way the hand went like this reminded me of the kill sequence in The Fog. The pirates was like. I mean, the empty man made her do it.
Yes.
Literally.
I think that's the first time I've ever been. All right.
Turned on and scared at the same time?
No. But it's the.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Friends. Hoping maybe she'd seen her.
Well, you can tell me after. Hold on.
Not since yesterday in school. No.
How well did you know the Walsh girl?
Hardly at all. What do you mean did?
Deborah Walsh died tonight. Her body was found in a spa earlier this evening. Stabbed multiple times. We don't know how many. A lot. She was stabbed in the face.
You have a suspect?
By all appearances, it was a suicide.
Who was it?
Do we know how his nose got busted?
People just don't do that to themselves.
He just started bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was at the
that's right.
bridge.
Okay.
And then he looked up at the helicopter taking away the bodies.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know this town. 1, 2 murders a year. 3 if we're frisky. Now this poisons the atmosphere. Sure as sewage with the water supply. It's communicable.
Yeah, it feels like 30 minutes went by.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, in a house in Maryville, a mother fed her newborn infant to a pack of stray dogs.
Ugh.
She said the baby had been whispering to her.
Oh.
Dude, I would feed my baby to a pack of dogs too if it was
She
listening
wrote
to
the
me.
empty man on the linoleum floor. We found the same thing tonight, near the body of the Walsh girl. I've come to the conclusion that there is no solving crimes like these. Sure, we can put that mother in prison. We can even put her in a gas chamber. But that's not solving it. It's inexplicable. It's too big. We can't indict the cosmos.
That's a good line.
And Ignite the Cosmos. That's an album.
That is an album.
That was
Tell them I'm empty now.
That's just some stupid kids thing.
What is it?
It started a while ago. I don't know. Some story started going around that if you went to a bridge after dark and you found an empty bottle, if you blew into it and you thought about him, something would happen.
What happens?
And the first night you'd hear him, and the second night you'd see him, and the third night you'd feel him.
Twin City, how dare you call him Christ Stuckman?
Christ.
right, Stuckman. Yeah, I was saying that that was one of the more effective sequences I've ever seen. That was pretty scary.
The way I would like describe this movie to people is like if they took like the Slender Man script and gave it to A24.
Yeah, that's a good description.
And they're like, here, do what you want with it.
It definitely has that A24 feel for sure.
And add some
Culpa. Literally like 2 seconds.
This movie almost has like a methodical John Carpenter-esque.
Mm-hmm. Well, as I said, yeah, the fog.
Yeah.
Right.
Manifestations, thought forms,
There
thought
was a
plus time.
scene. Yeah.
Thought
Thought plus concentration plus time equals flesh.
That's so good. I love. Oh man, I just want to talk about the movie more. But
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to all experience this shot.
Yeah,
coming
fine.
up.
That was fine.
It's just a bloody nose.
Okay. I'm outside.
So scared. So scared.
I'm guessing you forgot to eat.
No, I didn't forget. It just never occurred to me. Come inside.
That's my lie.
I was like, what? You're ready to eat?
Bet you forgot to eat. Come inside.
Egg rolls, everything.
I can read between the
Special
lines.
beef sold. There's a big vigil in Slattery Park. You know, everyone's there. I made some flyers. I was going to put up around town.
When are we gonna watch Pearl?
Ooh.
We watched X.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down to watch Pearl. Fucking A, I am.
Absolutely.
My favorite movie of last year.
Was it really?
Yep.
Yes, I do.
More than X?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Sorry, it's been so long. And I'm so sorry about why. Do you think she's okay?
Did you not like Pearl as much?
I have yet to see Pearl.
Oh. Too hyped? It sucks. Don't watch it.
I saw X though. Loved X.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pearl is.
So do we.
Yes.
I have an awkward X story about seeing it in the theater.
Did your pants fall down?
Actually, honestly, worse. I was there was this girl that I was kind of that I used to talk to on and off, and I like hung out with her, and it went really well. And she was like super open and vulnerable with me about like some of the tough times regarding just to be safe. What I'm gonna say, a family member.
Uh-huh.
And I went to see X with two of my friends, and I was already uncomfortable seeing that movie with my and look in the seat next to me, and it's her family member
Oh my gosh.
alone, which was so bizarre.
Wow.
My TV is trying to do airplay right now. Okay, my TV is messing up.
Oh no.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Did it solve itself?
We're back in Amazon Prime. I'm gonna find the place that we were. I've been doing this little magic trick throughout the movie where you skip and pause and then wait for and then it'll just sync up the audio perfectly. So I'm gonna do that right now.
God, man, this is why you gotta have. I mean, Ricky's on the ball here, man. Physical media.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He blew into that fucking bottle.
Never blow into bottles.
We went way too far back. We're gonna go a little forward.
What? Okay, no, just no.
Just.
This is the using the restroom in a movie theater of the digital age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I will hold my bladder until my fucking piss comes out my throat.
Hey, all right.
Oh.
Batter up. And Twin City, just for your information, I did talk about this movie ad nauseum. Nobody listened because nobody cares what I have to say.
That's not true. I care.
Did we pass the part where she goes, "Hey, sleepyhead," and he wakes up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're at.
He's looking under the door right now at feet that are walking around in his house at 106:46.
Okay, we are on 105. We're gonna go. Oh no.
There's just someone in his house. That's all that's happening currently. But
Except when he turns the lights on, nobody's there.
yeah.
You know, 106:35.
Melissa.
Melissa's here so late. 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 16 seconds. 17 seconds. 18 seconds. 19 seconds. Melissa, you need to be here. Melissa, you can rewind the movie. I mean, honestly, you can't talk to us the same live, but you do have that ability. Have you seen this before, Melissa? If you have, then it doesn't matter. I love the people who come and hang out with us.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love them too.
Hey.
Right, I'm at 107:51.
What are you at?
Now I'm at
He's drinking the water. He's bringing his head up. He's closing the door. Day 2 is on the screen. Haven't seen it. I was excited for this one. Okay, Melissa, you can rewind the stream and find when we start the movie. You'll get the commentary, but you won't get to interact with us live. I mean, you can react and we'll see it. You can just be like, "Oh my God, this just happened."
Yes.
So we can talk to you about that stuff as it's happening, sweetheart. So do it that way if you want, because you do not want to come into this an hour and 10 minutes in.
No.
What?
Who is that Shadow Man? I don't like him.
Oh goodness.
Way to be
Here's
perfectly
my TV.
lit.
Oh my goodness. This is going to fluctuate.
Whoa, have you ever seen the sun?
Go ahead and have the food. You're just in time.
Well, that's good news.
This chick is an
Next
alien.
question. How long have you guys been in business here?
We were established in 2013.
I'm gonna restart my TV real quick. I'm gonna listen to the movie through the live stream, and then give me the timestamp once it's rebooting because my TV is being really
I have a
weird.
sense of health.
The brain can itch. Some truths are socially.
Menstruation is no basis.
What? I want to like pause.
Yeah, I
and
want
read
to
all of
pause these
those.
like weird ass questions that are on this thing.
He's at the
Not all
institute.
shadows cast form. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's at the institute filling out this questionnaire.
Until civilization. God, it goes too fast.
I know, seriously.
What is this?
He's like, what the fuck is
That
this?
is your first step on a journey to discovering your deepest self.
Oh yeah, no, I get all that. I grew up in San Francisco. What is this?
Welcome, everyone.
They're making him fill out this
Just have a
thing
seat.
with
I'll be
the
with you in a
weirdest
moment.
fucking questions you can imagine.
Okay,
Definitely, like, you want to pause on those questions?
Just
Oh, it is grown up, Megan. That's a good call, Twin City.
Grown up, Megan.
That is.
She totally looks
That's Megan with a 4, not a 3. It's the next. Or Megan with a 3-0.
Megan 3-0.
Megan 3-0. There's the cabin.
That is the cabin.
That's the cabin in the
That
painting.
is it. Oh.
Oh shit, I didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
That's cool.
okay, we're gonna
Looks like
go.
one of those. Yeah, kind of.
Each one of you here today is looking for something.
What time are you guys at?
We are at 110, 53, 54, 55. Guys at the podium talking right now. A bunch of people are pretending to listen.
Nothing you have lost. More than that, there is no such thing as loss. From our earliest days, meeting in garages, living rooms, church basements,
Have you seen my skateboard?
this very moment, our message has always remained. You are complete in yourself. There is no struggle. Struggling fails. Struggling
is not real.
wakes you up every day wondering how much more you can acquire, how much more you can use, how much more space can you take up in the world. When the question we really need to ask ourselves is, how much less can you use? How much less space can you occupy? There is no struggle because there are no distinctions to say that you are wrong or I am right is to divide us. Therefore, we deny there is such a thing as right or wrong. These are exclusionary constructs designed to foster the illusion of separateness. There is no such thing as disunity. There is only the great binding. There is no struggle. Nothingness of things.
This guy's
At
right.
one time,
Oh wait, that's
we were
never
one.
mind.
We will all be one again.
Such thing as
This message comes to you directly from
only the great binding.
You're probably like
discover the
15
true
seconds
face
Oh
behind us.
god.
world, the true face.
Everyone's clapping.
The feet stomping, man. Cults are so scary.
Yes, they are.
Like,
Thank you for coming.
For a second, right? I thought you were about to say namaste. You're about to say namaste.
I can if you like.
No.
Yeah, you're good
I
there.
grew up in San Francisco.
But
Towards the end, you did say,
the empty man.
that's right. It's an interesting phrase.
The empty man. That's what say he called out to you.
Why not?
Hmm.
What does it mean?
The empty man is
There we go.
focal point for targeted manifestation of hidden energies.
Right, and already you're starting to lose me.
Just as man feeds and is fed by the biosphere, the atmosphere, so it is our thoughts feed and are fed by the noosphere, the sun of all conscious thought, transmission from which can be stimulated of the application of certain factors very much like a virus. You can't see it. Well, what is it? The veil between form and flesh remains by which can be pierced, but to allowed cold. We're each of us blind in our way. Distractions rob us of focus. Technology robs us of memory. Repetition robs us of comprehension. You know the child's game. If you say your name enough times, it becomes gibberish. That holds true for whole concepts, even entire bodies of thought. For example, take Nietzsche's old line. If you stare into an abyss, it also stares into you. Right? Well, that has been rendered meaningless through repetition. It's a refrigerator magnet. It's a cliche. It's harmless. But when was the last time you really thought about that? What is an abyss? And if you stare into it, why? What about it calls to you? If it stares into you, it stands to reason something in you must also be calling to it. And that, my friend, is anything but harmless. If you reflect on it. So the question becomes, if profound meaning can be robbed of something by so simple a task as repetition, which is more fundamental, which is more true? Your name or the gibberish? That is the emptiness. I'm so glad you came back. Hope you stay longer this time. Never been here before.
Thanks for coming back,
Do something
he said.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. It's sketchy.
Lisa's answer wasn't cryptic and vague, but that's good. Fully answered his question.
You
Of course.
Oh, I forgot.
Liar.
They did all drink the Kool-Aid, Amber.
Yeah, they're currently drinking the Kool-Aid, but
Currently
that's
sipping.
actually factually incorrect. In Jonestown, they drank Flavor Aid. Fun fact: they didn't drink Kool-Aid.
So Flavor Aid is bad, but Kool-Aid is fine.
Yeah,
Is that real?
that's true. Look it up.
Flavor Aid?
Flavor Aid. Off-brand Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Jonestown couldn't afford Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why couldn't they just get the Kool-Aid? Oh.
It's one of my favorite parts coming up, says Twin City. We got also Christ Stuckman.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh, what the hell? That's so creepy.
They're just staring at the fucking album cover from Metallica's Black Album.
It's the album cover for Inside the Cosmos.
I'm telling you, because like in that poster, they have a little thing down in the right corner that's kind of like illuminated, just like the snake
Yeah.
in the album cover from Metallica.
Just what she's saying on the intercom, that tape.
Yeah. This scene's giving me Safe Haven vibes from VHS 2.
Mm.
Fucking cults, dude. They're terrifying.
Manifestation 14.
This is what Tom Cruise's attic looks like.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking Scientology, fucking manifestos and shit. Katie Holmes' lunch schedule. 14. Whatever. Tom Cruise is the greatest action hero that's ever lived. He can do whatever dumb shit he wants.
I mean, he
just keep pumping out those fucking Mission Impossible
planes.
movies, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
One might call jumping out of an airplane dumb shit. So.
Nah.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is fucking God. He's a legend. He can make up his own religion because he is God.
Wow.
I fucking love Tom Cruise. Organize that.
Oh my goodness.
The dude's
You
only
might be
made
the biggest Tom Cruise fan I've ever met.
dude's only ever made one bad fucking movie in his life.
Oh.
The Mummy?
Yes.
If you're here,
Shockingly bad.
show yourself.
What?
Make yourself known to us.
What?
We hear you.
This scene is extremely relevant. So pay close attention.
Show yourself.
These people, man.
Wow.
Ugh. It's so creepy. What? So.
Oh,
Why are all these people dead inside and outside?
How you doing?
oh my goodness.
Exit that way.
Ugh. Gosh.
All right, Mulder and Scully, relax.
We'll never get anywhere like that, man. Not with these cats.
Cats?
Man, these cats on another plane, man, you know? Like, far out on the outer rim.
Are you a little young for the Neil Cassidy routine?
He doesn't age, bro. That's Elrond.
Yes,
He plays Elrond in Rings of Power.
Yes, he does.
For anyone who doesn't understand what the hell I'm talking about. Probably the best part of the show.
She's been here,
Mm-hmm.
but she's not here now. Got big plans for her, moving her up.
Where is she?
Elsewhere.
Where did they shoot this?
Pontifex camp where they go to
I
get
don't
key
know.
honored. What is that? Re-released. It's the first threshold to achieving singularity.
Christ.
They have bullshit names for everything, man. Comes to them in dreams, they say.
It's kind of giving a Pittsburgh vibe.
I could see
I
that.
don't know.
Illinois.
Illinois?
They do.
That makes sense.
These aren't just flakes and outcasts. They don't have 5-year plans. They have 500-year plans.
500-year
How
plan?
dangerous these people are, man.
Where's the camp?
In the forest, on Route 32, near the Merrimack River Bridge.
Dude, Mark Twain National Forest. I never knew that Mark Twain had a forest.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, it's cool.
Bohemian Grove. What? That's
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Man, that cartographer was accurate.
It's got to be one of the best shots I've ever seen.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, going up that road should go totally fine.
Yes.
Bohemian Grove, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it totally feels like that.
Yeah. If you haven't seen The Conspiracy, they've got a really, really good satire of Bohemian Grove. This movie is a trip. I agree, Ross. But Ross, you're back a ways, right? You're back at like 30 minutes in.
I think he said he lined it up with us.
No. He rewound our live.
Oh, maybe.
So he's not hearing this if that's true. So never mind. I forgot, like, if he can't comment and like I can respond to him because he's back in time. Gotta get back in time.
Yeah, he said he's watching it live. That's what I thought. He is live with us.
Oh, he is live.
Yeah.
Cyrus got my Back to the Future joke.
That's so synchronic. I was just talking to I was having a deep conversation about Back to the Future today with someone.
Have you seen Synchronic?
I've not seen the movie Synchronic.
It's a Benson and Moorhead film.
My friend Allie is in it. He was in VHS 9.
She's in Synchronic?
Yes.
Oh, cool. She got to meet Falcon.
The Falcon?
Yeah. Anthony
And
Mackie.
the Soldier, right?
What's up?
And the Winter Soldier too, right? Sebastian Stan's in it. No,
Sebastian Stan?
he plays the Winter Soldier. Is he in Synchronic?
No, it's him and Jamie Dornan.
Oh, they look so
the Fall.
similar.
And 50 Shades of fucking whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow, they look so similar. I was like, what the heck?
No, freaking. He looks like Luke Skywalker. Is who he fucking looks like.
Right.
Sebastian Stan. Oh my god. He looks so much like Mark Hamill young. His file's empty.
Yeah, but he's got a file there.
Yeah.
That
he has
would
a
be
file there, but it's empty.
so insane. All the bottles. No.
Yeah, Ross, definitely go back and rewatch this opening hour. watch half the film. It's a good idea to have some context.
Manifestation.
God, they had to pay $100
13.
per tape there, and they never returned them, so they didn't get those deposits.
Oh, so good.
Good thing they're paying the electric bill. That's nice.
Yeah.
Artifact Society. We transmit, you receive.
So many manifestations. Might as well have a VHS player in our bedroom.
Yeah.
To play the 500 VHS I have up on the wall. What was that?
Yeah, what?
What the fuck? Is that bottle caps on his eyes? What?
No, those are just his.
Yeah, this is the night vision
Yeah.
eyes.
Those are like the eyes Michael has in freaking Phantasm 4. When he has like the ball eyes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so scary. I don't like it.
What is happening here?
What is he doing?
I don't like it.
It's that like Halloween thing where like you
What?
stick your fingers in the pot and you're like, this is intestines, but it for real this time.
For real.
These are peeled. These are eyeballs.
Peeled eyeballs.
Well, peeled grapes is what they use for eyeballs, but these are real eyeballs.
So that's creepy to see there.
I mean, this place was abandoned long ago, so what?
No.
Dude, no. Don't be bringing the fucking stuffed animals into this.
No.
Leave them out.
I don't want him to look at me anymore.
That was some Mike Flanagan shit there. Cyrus is either frozen or drinking the longest drink I've ever seen in my life.
I'm drinking insane amounts of water.
Dude, you had that bottle up to your mouth like a baby sucking from its fucking bottle.
I know. All my friends say that. They're like, why do you drink that water as if you're 4 months old?
I'm surprised you didn't have your feet on the bottom of the bottle.
Funny.
All right. Here we go. Another bridge.
Is my proportions like a big, like this huge gallon looks, and me being a big guy kind of looks like a baby in his little bottle.
Look at this. Look at this. Some Midsommar shit here. What the fuck's
Yeah.
happening?
Oh.
Just what?
Fucking put their boyfriend in a bear costume. What?
No.
And fucking lit him on fire. They're swaying? What the?
Why is it so fast? It's so unsettling. Like, to see people acting like that would just be... I'd just die.
Oh yeah, the cabin does look like the one from the rain.
Yes, it is. I don't know what rubber.
This is like the ending of the movie Cell. John Cusack. What the fuck? What?
Wow. Oh no. Oh my god.
No.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh, the sound. No. Oh. Oh.
Fuck that.
Oh man. Ugh, just the taking this.
No.
Come on, man. You can take them all.
No.
It's turned into fucking Neo from the Matrix. Fighting all the fucking Agent Smiths.
What? And the sounds you're making right now? What?
Dude.
What? Oh my god.
Dude, I'd turn into Usain Bolt. What if that happened? looked like a cartoon character with like the circle legs. That's how fast I'd be running.
So fast. Oh, just them running at him in like out of focus as he's backing out.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Ross and Melissa said, "Oh hell no!" at the exact same time.
That was so far my favorite sequence in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
They attacked you after you took.
It's my favorite scene. Too.
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
That is one of the scary. That's one of the scariest scenes I've ever.
Yes.
These cabins are locked.
No, they were not locked.
Was the road into the camp blocked?
What are you trying to say? You're saying I was trespassing?
I'm trying to determine if you irretrievably fucked this investigation.
You check out the Pontifex Institute, man. This is bad news.
Wanted it.
We
You
were
are
called
not a
shit.
cop anymore. Come on, Sombra. Just write a statement. Everything that happened. I'll be right back. Hey, Ron.
Yes.
Did anyone come by?
No.
Contact by anybody?
Like who? What are you doing? James?
Just let you go for a few days?
What?
I don't want to scare you.
Well, you are. You are scaring me. James.
Maybe I want to scare you a little bit. Remember the Pontifex Institute? I told you about that.
Yes.
I checked them out. On the surface, it looks like some sort of self-empowerment oneness hippie bullshit. But they're dangerous.
Are you saying that Amanda has joined a cult?
Maybe. It's not connected to any sort of fucking church. I wonder.
Oh my god.
Whoever they are, they seem to believe that they can channel some sort of entity.
The empty man.
You have a place you can go.
I have to work. I mean, what am I?
Hey. I think they killed those kids. And they know where you live.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toss it.
Hello?
The empty man saying to kill. What?
No.
Wow.
Dude, the whispering chant is so unsettling.
Cyrus is sleeping alone tonight. He's gonna hear that fucking voice in his ear.
Do you realize how long it's been since I've watched a movie where I've had to curl blankets throughout
And you're drinking like a fucking baby too.
I'm drinking like a baby. I'm like going back to still stages.
He's Benjamin Buttoning himself during this.
Regressing.
I mean, hey, this guy did the special features on Benjamin Button.
Oh my god. It's yeah, the empty.
No,
If-
no, she's not dead. I think the fact she wasn't under that bridge means she's not. Okay?
Colty ASMR, yeah.
Yes, Colty ASMR is right.
Does she know?
Tell what? About us? You mean the thing we never talk about? No, I don't think so. Why?
You never told her?
Why would I? Do you think maybe we've punished ourselves long enough?
Yeah, Twin City. It's funny you say that some people you follow on Letterboxd gave this a 2-star. We posted about this on YouTube that we're watching this, and we just got a comment right now from somebody that's like, "Oh my God, it's a terrible film. Why are you watching
Oh my
this?"
goodness.
Terrible film.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible. Like, you can not like it, but terrible. The fuck out of here. People are ridiculous. So this is a big scene.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
His reoccurring nightmare.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He's the naughty man.
So wait, did he?
303 again. Did he what?
Why did that woman scream when he was? What was he assaulting that woman?
No, his wife and his kid is what's implied there. Were driving and got into a car. What the
No.
fuck?
Oh.
Whoa!
It's so fast. Why is it so fast?
Wow.
Like the second he sees it, it just
So it's implied so far that he was having an affair whilst his kid and his wife were dying in a car wreck.
Yeah.
That is rough.
Yes.
That's rough.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
Bear?
That
the
fucking
bear.
bear. No.
That fucking bear. A little gift.
That's the one stuffed animal I'd have no problem fucking throwing away.
Yeah.
He's like, this is cute.
I have a hard time throwing away anything with eyes.
Of course.
I feel like they're judging me as I put them away.
Yeah. To put them in a bag first and like.
They're like, you're really gonna do this to me?
Put them in a bag, throw them in a river.
One of my favorite. You guys have seen Megan, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite shots in Megan is when Megan is tied to like dozens of stuffed animals on a tree.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And all of the stuffed animals look like they're trying to get away from her.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah,
just
that's
one of the most scary, like weirdly adorable, but really creepy thing.
yeah, that's such a great shot. I loved that one.
There's
too.
this dog that's like, get me out. Get me out.
This is day 3.
So he's gonna
This is
feel
the
him.
day that he finds or you feel him.
Yeah.
The day you feel it.
Yeah, day 3.
Date 3 is the date you feel him. That's that's standard practice. It's 169.
Yeah, it's 169.
Oh.
I don't know if that has meaning. I'm sure it does. I don't remember though.
And all of the editing of this movie. So awesome.
169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 169. 1
Yeah,
Like how we move, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
The movements in this movie are just brutal.
As soon as this movie's over, I'm making us breakfast.
Ooh,
We like having breakfast for dinner.
we sure do.
Nice. Was that for doing that?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is so crazy. The ending to this movie.
It's still a little way.
I know, but we're getting into that like last act.
Yeah, we're getting into some tricky shit here soon.
I do feel like the movie ramping up.
Yeah. Heard of Devil's Conspiracy, Ricky?
It just came out. It's got the dude from the poster. It looks like it has the dude from Jason X.
Oh.
The freaking the Marine. Look who it is. The Marine who fights Jason. It's gonna take more than a little poke in the ribs to take down this. Oh, that ought to do it. Or is it? Yeah, it's the same guy from 300. You recognize who that is?
On the bed. Oh man.
No.
The survivor from the beginning of the movie.
That guy. That was that's who that was. Yeah.
They fucking worship him.
He's
They're
in
so
like a.
worship him.
Oh my gosh.
I'm curious, where is everyone from? I'm from California. I mean, I was born in Arizona.
Hey, yo, Cassidy.
Born in Arizona, raised in California, and now live in Arizona again.
I'm from the swamps of Florida.
Look, everyone's on their phone when people are getting kidnapped. That is the most real to life shit ever. Sorry.
Told me to tell you about it. That's bullshit. Who's the guy in the hospital? I saw you freak show. You and your buddy.
Freak show.
Shit really stinks, man. Shit, who was he? I heard you explain it. Here we go, man. I'm your old friend right now. He's like an antenna. Tuned to frequencies we only get through him. He transmits, we receive. Fuck out of the car! Turn it on your ear! Fuck! Say something that makes sense, or I swear. Fucking God! It's communicable, that's what they say, okay? What? Transmittable. The noosphere is the sum of all consciousness. Not just human, other minds there too. Ancient and ancestral. Fucking moron! You get glimpses and dreams and fevers, right? Deja vu. Every nightmare you've ever had was just a fucking documentary. But once in a while, there's a man. Sometimes only one in 1,000 years. The prophet of the other. The other? What other?
The between one. He needs an empty man to be a bridge to the rest of the world. He comes to erase all boundaries. The only reality is there is no reality, except for him. His endless black chaos.
Things are gonna slide, man.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
You're coming down with him already, aren't you? You don't even know. You've got the itch in the brain. So sick of your fucking shit, man.
I grew up in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Just want to know one thing. Where's Amanda Quill?
She's on the bridge.
Bridge. What bridge?
There is no bridge. Did you be fucking listening?
Oh man.
So Kelly's from Florida.
Yes. And now I live here in Arizona. I lived in Colorado for a bit.
Very delayed answer to that question. I am from Burbank, California. Born and raised.
We were just there.
Burbank's pretty nice.
Yeah.
We're coming back to California in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the nicer Staten Island of Los Angeles to me. You know, just less seagulls and garbage around.
You have the freaking Stranger Things experience right over by you. That's why we were in Burbank.
Yeah.
And you have all those horror shops. Do you go to any of those horror shops?
Oh yeah, I was there. I go there all the time. I'm at the
There's Dark Delicacy is the
Yeah.
couple that owns the place. Is super sweet.
Yeah.
I'm oftentimes on Magnolia.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Really nice.
Yeah, but fuck Halloween Town. That place is so.
You don't like Halloween Town?
Well,
The prices are insane. They're like no filming, and
Oh right.
yeah, I don't like that about that place. And then we talked to the people at Dark Delicacies, and she's like, everyone here who owns one of these stores hates the woman who owns Halloween Town.
Man,
because
yeah,
of her pricing.
I took a I was in Halloween Town on Halloween in the morning, and I was getting ready for Zoom, and I was like pretty stoked. It was like a pretty nice day. Like I got a haircut, and I'm like, why not go to Halloween Town? Because I have this big Zoom call back happening. I'm like, why not? And I go in Halloween Town, and I'm like, let me take a photo of this pumpkin.
Look at this. Growing up in San Francisco, car wreck is.
Oh.
They have all these different things from. Yeah. So you took a photo?
I found a jack-o'-lantern, and I took a photo of the jack-o'-lantern, and then somebody came up to me and said, like, don't do that. You can't do that in here.
Yeah.
And it was a non-brand jack-o'-lantern that is barely noticeable on the ceiling of the place.
Look at this. They got pictures of him naked and tied to a chair.
Wow.
Yeah, what the hell?
Anyway, I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine. It's okay to miss key moments.
Of course.
Coming down.
We got New Zealand, California. Melissa was born in Long Beach. Ben grew up in San Diego. Now he's in Oklahoma.
A lot of California people.
Yeah, a lot of California people.
He transmits, we receive.
Alright. Shit's about to go down.
Oh, man.
Can I help you?
Yes. My name is James Asambra. I'm a private detective. Been hired to find someone, and I have reason to believe they are a patient in your hospital. So, maybe you could just tell me about that guy in that room right there.
I can't divulge patient information, sir.
course you can't do that. Maybe you can just tell me how long he's been here. Cross him off my list.
He's been here for some time. Since before I started here.
How long ago was that?
Almost a year.
Is he stable?
Well, he's not on life support, if that's what you mean.
Oh, but he's unresponsive.
He fluctuates between a 3 and a 9 on the Glasgow Coma scale. Usually he's a 3.
What does that mean?
Unresponsive to stimuli, non-vocal, eyes closed.
Is it common for someone who's stable to be in the ICU for that long?
No. It's not common.
What makes him so special?
He was admitted to Bellevue 23 years ago. 5 years later, he was transferred to Stockholm Health, then a private clinic in Cedar Rapids until 2 years ago.
Then who brought him here?
I don't know. Maybe they were treating him experimentally and he took a turn. Took a turn for the worse. Maybe he took a turn for the better. Either way, they sent him on to us. I suppose it won't hurt to tell you. As far as I know, he doesn't have a name.
He's a John Doe. Mm-hmm. And who pays John Doe's bills?
Sure, I don't know. But he certainly gets a lot of visitors. They come and go all the time. There's one in there with him right now.
I don't think she's trying to be creepy, but she is.
So what do you think?
Yes.
Is he the man you've been looking for?
I don't know.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
This is a terrifying orderly.
Yeah.
What?
It's Will Byers.
Will Byers, you're back from the upside down. He's right side up.
Yeah, she really did go to the barber and was like, "Can I get the Will Byers?"
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking for you.
Well, you found me.
Who is he?
You know who he is.
No, I don't. What's his name?
I have no idea. You can call him whatever you'd like. I like to think of him as a carrier. Because he's like a disease in a way. But he's also like a carrier signal, you know? Modulated by an input signal. He transmits, we receive. And his message is contagious.
I'm so interested in how this movie got made.
Hmm.
It's just so wild to me that they made this.
No, it's me. I found Amanda.
I'm sorry, who is this?
James.
Who is
Who are you calling for? Yes?
It's me. I don't know
I'm
it's me,
so
James.
sorry, I
It's
think
James.
there's a wrong number.
Yeah. I'm James.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Is she giving him the Will Byers?
There's only so long a human body can withstand this kind of power. We need to find a replacement.
Policeman.
Well, there were 500 years between the last carrier and this one. We didn't have that kind of
Like,
time.
what?
Wow.
Ew. I know.
What the fuck?
It's so disturbing.
We decided to make one. It's getting hard to tell what's real and what's in your head anymore, isn't it? listen to your thoughts. You can hear him, can't you? Squirming his way in, crowding you out. Did you know that the brain can itch? Imagine an overwhelming itch deep in the base of your skull. That's it.
You're fucking crazy! Not real! It's not fucking real!
Of course it's not, so why fight it? You must detach from a false reality in order to attach to a new one. A stronger one.
Fucking crazy!
I bet you thought I didn't know about your little indiscretion with my mother. Well, I not only knew about it, I made it happen. I wrote it into your script when we created you. What high school did you go to? What hospital were you born in? Emancipated Heart. And what day were you born? No. It was 3 days ago. Remember? You spent it alone at a Mexican restaurant and the waiters all sang you happy birthday. We made you. As a group. We wrote up a complete biography for you and focused on it intently for several sessions to conjure you into being. You're our Tulpa, our empty man. Thought plus concentration plus time equals flesh. Your flesh.
What?
The signal can penetrate through the cracks of sorrow, grief, and guilt. Fear.
Fuck.
That's what we're missing.
What the fuck?
We looked you that way.
What is this
What's the
movie?
worst thing that's ever happened to you? Go on. You can say it.
Fuck you!
It was the death of Allison and Henry, wasn't it? The death of your wife and son. And where were you? When they needed you the most. Nothing you do is in your control. You cannot make your own choices. You're not your own man. You're our man.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you want most anyway? So just let go. Wouldn't it be easier to just let go?
He is the empty man.
The empty man.
Yes, I agree, Ricardo. People didn't want to see this because they think it was going to be another bye-bye, man. What?
Is there someone here? If you're here now, show yourself. Make yourself known to us. We hear you. We're listening. Show yourself. Show yourself. We're listening. Show yourself.
So,
What the fuck?
yeah. What the fuck for sure.
That sound.
Oh, God.
I love it. We're not at the end yet, Ricky. Close, unless you're ahead of us.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh. No.
Yes.
Yes, Cyrus, in fact.
No. 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 Nah. No.
Just run. Absolutely not. The lights going out.
What the fuck?
What is that?
It won't let him fire his gun.
No. What? Oh.
Guess he swallows.
Fuck.
A little late to run.
Yeah, I mean, it's like already inside you.
It's Tom Cruise now.
What? Did you say it's Tom Cruise?
Yeah, Tom Cruise runs through all his movies.
Tell you what, that guy is.
His apartment is just empty.
He's the empty man with the empty apartment.
Yeah. His eyes. Just the way that face looks. Oh
The best emptying in cinema.
Now it looks like the painting.
yeah. Now it does look like the painting.
So it was manifested.
Nice.
It kind of looks like Wilson now from Castaway.
Some video essays to watch after this one, guys.
Yeah.
That one channel does a good video on it. The explain, the found or flicks, whatever the fuck.
I'm not sure.
Found flicks, is that the one that does the like explain videos? The guy with kind of the nerdy voice. Oh, look at that. He does a good breakdown of those.
Well, is there a found flick? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, found flicks. 3.3 million views on the ending explained. So, I mean, I hope all those people fucking watch it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's the empty man.
He is the empty man.
So there you go. To Cyrus,
Gang.
text you that link to that video. I think you would like.
Okay.
Explaining, whatever. Like a lot of like really cool little attentions to detail in here, and I think he does a really good job of explaining it.
Sure. Gang, that is guys, that is one of the wildest movies I've ever seen.
We bring you the goods here.
It is trippy for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
It's so well done. This is my second time watching it. And
It's my third time.
Yeah, and your third. I definitely feel like it's the kind of movie that you can just like dissect so much.
It's a really good one to watch. Like, I mean, we all watched it together, but like, it's a really good one to watch, like, quiet and alone.
Yeah.
Or like with someone and not talking, really just like focusing, because the ominous atmosphere throughout, but like, especially in that opening, like 22 minutes is masterful.
Mm-hmm.
David Pryor definitely needs more work. His direction in this is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a shame that no one went and saw this, because it's a great film.
I mean, it's like it's great and it's ambitious, and I'm shocked that it was a studio movie. I mean, it is it's really thought-provoking, it's really smart, and it's extremely layered. I mean I will admit that some of it is a little confusing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to check out that link that you sent me, Jason. It's I really love stories that delve into like themes about the subconscious and just ideas of like, oh, maybe we're just on a little rock in infinite space and nothing really matters. Like, those themes do resonate with me, and they're weirdly comforting if you don't make too much meaning out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is an interesting movie, and I think that the performances across the board are wonderful, especially from the lead. I'm surprised that I haven't seen him in more things. I mean, Yeah, this was a really fascinating movie, and yeah, it has a lot of ambitious ideas, and that twist at the end is wild.
Yes. Yeah. It
Yeah.
totally is. Very ambitious. And yeah, I mean, it makes like, it takes kind of like a Buddhist philosophy too, right? The like emptiness and not getting like, non-attachment, but it makes it so scary.
It's
It is
terrifying.
like nihilism. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is terrifying. It's definitely like, yeah, the ideas in the movie are definitely one of the scariest parts about it. And also, it's just a really interesting story. Like, I really like the noirish aspect. I think the directing is like, I mean, man, David Pryor, that would really, really suck if this is his only movie.
Oh my gosh.
For a fucking directorial debut.
Yeah, that's the like, oh man.
Honestly, next to like Ari Aster's Hereditary, this is one of the best directorial debuts I've ever seen.
Ever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, this is his first feature film.
His first anyway. I mean, he just did bonus features for David Fincher. But he obviously, he paid a lot of attention on set working with Fincher. I mean, if you're working with one of the greatest directors of all time, you better fucking pay him. Right? And he clearly did. And it got him a movie. And unfortunately, nobody fucking saw it. What I saw 45 minutes onwards, it was incredible. I'm going to watch it again. You absolutely should.
Absolutely.
Melissa thought it was scary. Even though Melissa came in way late, I'll be curious. You should watch this. Watch this from the beginning.
Yeah, watch it from 0, 0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0, 0.
I say watch it from 0, 0, 0, 1. Skip that first. It's bullshit.
It is scary. It really is. It's just so like, it definitely gets under my skin. Like the whispering and the sound design, like because I definitely have that ASMR response, like when I hear people whisper, and most of the time it's comforting, but in this, it's like, it's so brain itch. It's like, yeah, I do feel my fucking brain itching. God damn it.
So what's everyone's favorite scene from the film? Start with Cyrus.
For me, it is a tie between. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with. I guess they're both obvious answers, I suppose. It's a tie between the opening 22 minutes. Can I count that?
As a scene, yeah.
That's just
I would count that as a scene, but yeah, I get your meaning.
Okay, then the last 2 to 3 minutes of the 22-minute opening of the Empty Man. Yeah, the scene where the gang is on the bridge. I'm not gonna spoil anything for Ross, but
oh right.
I will say that the outcome of the unfolding events in the first 20 or so minutes of the movie, just like wild and very intense and really thrilling. The scariest scene in the movie to me is either the cultic chase across the woods. The circle pit around the fire is the scene I'm referring to. I also think that I just think some of the smaller moments of the movie, him going underneath the bridge and finding all of the corpses directly aligned and their feet tapping against the pipe in unison. I mean, yeah, just those little moments in the Empty Man really make it what it is for me. So yeah, I'm gonna say for now, the circle pit was really enthralling, and I think that him going beneath the bridge and the payoff of the first 20 minutes of the movie. So that's my answer.
Yeah.
I suppose. What about you guys?
The guy's name was a clue. La Sombre, meaning the shadow. a shadow of a real person.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness.
That's really cool.
That is so cool. Wow. It did seem A24 like, definitely.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
want to say it, but the cult group head turn in the woods,
Yeah.
that's definitely a very memorable scene. I was taking it in visually, but not really the story, so I'm excited to watch it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the film I would probably liken this to the most. You did mention John Carpenter earlier, so I would say that this has a lot of similarities to In the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah, absolutely.
John Trent obviously was created by Sutter Kane.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't real before I wrote you. So
Oh.
yeah, I mean, but there's if you know anything about the stuff in this, I think you could guess, right? Like if you know what a tulpa is.
Yes, which I actually did. Like when I watched it with you the first time, that definitely kind of clued me into what was going to happen ish. But I love that because I feel like the movie's it's like a metaphysical, mystical horror film, and that's awesome.
It's very rad. And yeah, what about you guys? What was your favorite scene in the film?
Definitely the fire pit scene is one of them.
Yeah.
And then I actually really love the spa or the sauna scene.
Yeah.
That really messed me up the first time. It's so unexpected and fast, and like it's creepy. It's really creepy.
Yeah. Oh man. Favorite scene. It's tough because I really do think that this film is like, it's like just atmospheric, and that just leads from like one great moment to the next. I think like once you really focus in on the film and really try to like dissect and listen to everything, because there's so much going on in the film. That conversation he has with like the leader of the cult, that stuff, that's the kind of stuff you really got to like pay attention to and listen to like really see what all of this is about. I mean, these guys, they worship the empty man because, you know, he is able to relay a frequency to them to tell them kind of like the truth of the cosmos. And, you know, this hiker goes missing and then is found and is in Bellevue for years. And, you know, they are able to kind of ascertain this religion out of this guy. And they find like he's a vessel that has an expiration date, and they want to pass it on, but they don't know how. And so they have to literally manifest a being to take on the presence of their deity. I mean, it's such a fucking like, it's such a like wild film in scope.
Yeah.
And in concept. And for this to actually get like approved, $16 million thrown at it from a first-time director in a company that's like in the midst of selling their business.
Yeah.
It's kind of an anomaly.
It's very
It's almost like he manifested this film.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. It's totally an anomaly. It's really weird because on the off chance at selling your business that, I mean, wouldn't you want to make something that like guarantees profit like that? Or maybe 20th Century Fox was just like, you know what, this is one of the most thought-provoking, interesting, and unique stories that we've ever come across. So who gives a shit? We're going to make as much money as we want now that we're selling to Disney. Why don't we just go out with a bang and show Disney that, you know, we can make, we can truly, we still, you know, it's in our ability to make exceptional, really clever, smart movies. And so I don't know. It's so interesting that this movie was made. I mean, I feel like if this was even a blacklist script, it would not be sold because it's that ambitious and that and that big in scope. You know, and it's just so interesting. Another moment of the movie that I think is extremely underrated, right after the sauna scene, the what's his name, the lead,
Well, I mean, I don't know how to pronounce that.
La Sombra. La Sombra is sitting with the chief, and the chief is explaining to him a case that happened regarding the empty man message.
Yeah.
He says that a woman fed her baby to a pack of stray dogs because the baby was whispering to her.
Yes, that. Oh my god.
that is hands down one of the scariest lines I've ever heard in a movie. And it's just the soundtrack, it's just so, the way it's delivered and the way that that those moments are directed in the movie are just so matter of fact, and so symmetrical, and just so straightforward, and it's intercutting with, you know, different members gathering around with candles, and it's just like, it's just so bizarre. And I feel like in a 20th Century Fox like studio movie from 2012, like there would be like a jump scare of the baby moving around or something.
Oh, right. Sure. No.
And there would be like a studio mandate, like, can you make a jump scare of the mom, you know, the undead mom chasing him around? And it's like, it's like, no, like, just let bygones be bygones. Let the movie move at the pace it wants to.
Yeah.
And yeah, Selena, great point.
Yeah.
The look of this movie was the sky. The sky.
The sky when he's, oh my gosh, it just starts spinning.
When he's tripping out.
I love the sound design so much in the film. I feel like it's so important, and
yeah,
it's so cool. Yeah, how can you indict the cosmos?
Man, isn't that what
wild.
That's what Thanos did.
That is what Thanos
did. Just looking at the sky, looking at the cosmos in the different scenes, like like even when kids are on the bridge, like the sky is just like uniting with this weird like aurora, and it's just so like interesting and gloomy, and it's just like it's really scary, and it's just there's just an overwhelming sense of impending doom in every second of the movie that is just really admirable.
I mean, for a freshman director, he shows insane, like, patience. And,
right.
Yes. And that's not typical of freshman directors, right? They kind of blow their wad a little too early, or they feel like, well, I got to keep my audience entertained. And it's not until like later on in their careers when they kind of get an ego that they're like, no, you know what? I'm gonna respect my audience, and they need to respect me. Like, I want you know, meet halfway. I'm gonna let this marinate for a little bit. I'm gonna ask you to, like, you know, give me an extra few beats that other directors might not, because they're trying to appease that, like, because I mean, if you take these, like, and I don't have anything against jump scares, really. But the gimmick movies, of course, are forgotten, right? Those are the films that they're just products of their time. They're products of, you know, the money. I mean, it's just like, we make these things to make money, right? And I don't feel like The Empty Man was made with any intention of making money. Right, which is so great, and this is, I think, why Cyrus is like, I don't know how this movie was made, because it's a very, very hard film to market. Yeah, you don't have a star in the film, right? You don't have a director that has any established work. You don't have anything. You know what this kind of reminds me of? There's a movie called Boiler Room with Giovanni Ribisi, Vin Diesel, years ago, and it's actually the first movie that's based on Jordan Belfort before they made The Wolf of Wall Street. They made it way before The Wolf of Wall Street. It's the same guy though. And there's a scene towards the end where Giovanni Ribisi's character is the guy who works for Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort's played by a different actor, the dude from American Werewolf in Paris, the sequel. Tom
Everett Scott.
Tom Everett Scott, thank you. Yeah. He plays Jordan Belfort in the movie, but he's only in it for like 5 minutes. He's really not much of a presence. Anyways, in the movie, Giovanni Ribisi is like doing these terrible things. He's selling these penny stocks. He's fucking people's lives over. And there's this one guy in the film who's like desperate. He's fucked this guy's life up doing this. He's bankrupted him. His wife's leaving him. He's ruined his fucking life because this is what these guys did. And he feels really bad about this guy in particular. And at the very last ditch moment effort, he goes to Vin Diesel's character, who's like one of the senior head guys. And no one ever writes like a sale for anybody, right? Because that would cost them money. They're about to get caught. The police are like raiding the joint, this and that. And he's like, can you please sign this for me? Like, and he's like, it's not going to make any fucking difference. And it's like, yes, it will. To this one guy, it'll make a difference. Right. And he like signs it off and he saves that one guy. You know, he fucks over 1,000 guys. Right. But he saves that one guy. And I feel like this is almost like a similar situation where like 20th Century Fox was getting sold. And there was just like, there's this one script. just write it off on this one. I know it's not going to make us any money. I know we're selling the company anyways. It's belly up, whatever. Can we just, this one movie? Can we just give this guy this one movie, please?
Yeah.
It's so interesting. It's also. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was about to go on like a point that may have drifted me into more points. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, it's this kind of movie that, like, when horror can be really deep and kind of like address existentialism. Yeah. And I was thinking too earlier when you were talking about the sky, I feel like it's actually a really great symbol because they talk about like the Nietzsche line when you stare into the abyss and the abyss stares back into you. And like when you look up into space, like it's an abyss as far as like we're concerned. So I just was thinking about that and I thought that it mirrored the themes in the movie really nicely. That was it, really.
I love it when they don't show anything because your imagination can scare you worse. Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, that's the old school way of doing horror.
Yeah.
Right. But this is they still this isn't like Skinamarink where they don't show you anything.
It's also like it's just so weird that 20th Century Fox is the studio that made this movie, because if you look at the film library, particularly in the horror genre of 20th Century Fox, yes, they've always made like dice roll movies like Deadpool, but in the horror genre they've always had like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like they tried like Fox Atomic in like the late 2000s and that didn't work, and they rarely released horror movies, like very rarely. Like one night I went on my computer and I decided to just scroll through the IMDb Pro pages of the 6 major studios. And scrolling through 20th Century Foxes was just like, man, like what is this? Like there's very little output in the horror genre from them. To think that they picked up The Empty Man as their last go at filmmaking is a complete anomaly to me. I just feel like they've never made horror movies because they never saw them as marketable, and they're one of their only horror movies that they've made in the last 10 years of their company is the least marketable one that I've ever seen. It's just like
why do you think they had to sell to Disney?
Yeah, they were truly like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna make the most ambitious thing in our drawers. And thank God they made this one because it's just so interesting.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man.
Yeah, this came out 2 years after Hereditary. I saw Hereditary the day it was released, so I saw Hereditary
first.
well before. All right, let's see. They made 28 Days Later. We'll give them that one.
Yeah.
That movie rules.
Okay.
They greenlit the Dawn of the Dead sequel. Let me see. I'm looking. I wonder if that's accurate. I know obviously they did Alien. Underwater is another one that they kind of released, and that's you want to talk about a fucking anomaly. I feel like this is the one where they were just kind of like signing off blank checks to directors. They're like, well, we're going belly up anyways.
Yeah,
we're going belly up. Because Underwater is a great film that is super freaking like high budgeted for what it is.
Yes.
Right? It's like a James Cameron-esque
Lovecraftian
freaking action like thriller, like that is legitimately action packed from like minute 1 to minute's end. The movie is relentless.
Yes.
Okay, it literally just starts with like the meltdown of the station.
It's so intense.
It's just like instantly.
So
like,
intense.
You don't get any fucking anything.
No.
It's just Kristen Stewart in like brawn panties, and then the whole place just blows up, and it's just chaos from there. Everyone's trying to escape this they're down in the Marianas Trench, and they're trying to get the fuck out of there, and then it like gets super Lovecraftian, and it's so fucking rad. It's such a great film. So yeah. Anyway.
Also, remember when you said like I would sit down until the pee is gargling up to my throat? that's
You're there
happening to me in real time.
We're gonna see the sprinkler head.
I'll be right back.
No.
I'll be like literally 30 seconds.
We're gonna hear Cyrus pee now. That's
it's what isn't shown. That's right.
I guess I don't understand how they could blow into the bottle and not the bone. I think it's just manifestation, right? The bone is just a representation of the act. So like it's because 500 years ago all they had to blow into was a bone.
Hollow bones.
Right? So they didn't have bottles, right? The bone isn't significant. The bone is just what they had at the time the last empty man was transferred.
Right. It's the like focus for the manifestation.
He just so happens to pick up the bone because it's there.
Right.
Right. So the bone then becomes a bottle because that's, a modern version of something you can blow into and make a similar kind of sound or do a similar kind of ritual. So
yeah.
Where do I sign up for IMDb Bro?
IMDb Bro. Yeah, where do we sign up for that?
I freaking know, man. Let's do it. So a lot of 20th Century Fox's horror movies are, like Alien, The Fly, stuff like that. They own the rights to The Fly, The Omen, right? Predators, Poltergeist, but that's the new one. There's not much. I mean, this can't be the full list. There's no way. If this is true, they did Joyride, and I'm a big fan of Joyride. Wrong Turn is great. They did the Hills Have Eyes remakes.
Oh, you're counting off every 20th Century Fox.
I'm looking through their history, but I said Joyride. Joyride's great. Wrong Turn's great. To me, I mean, obviously these are my opinions. Jennifer's Body was definitely an interesting one that they approved, but it makes sense, right? It was Diablo Cody. She was just coming off of winning an Oscar. Megan Fox was like the hottest thing on earth at that point for a lot of people, so that makes sense.
Look at the marketing of that film. The poster is like Megan Fox in like
whoa. Okay, want to talk about another anomaly? One of the greatest fucking movies that no one talked about, Another Empty Man. That fucking rules the world. And this is 20th Century Fox. Holy shit.
Name it.
Gore Verbinski's fucking blank check movie, A Cure for
Cure
Wellness.
for Wellness? You guys like that?
Fucking love it, dude.
I heard it
Can't
sucked.
find
I haven't
it.
seen it.
No, my
it's-
God,
it's
no.
so
It stars
interesting.
Mia Goth, so you already know that it
Yeah.
fucking rules. So,
Okay,
but
all
besides
right.
that, this is like very, it's very like 70s Italian
Yeah.
gothic, right? It's got this really great Italian feel to it, almost like it was. It's almost like they took like Argento,
Right.
and you know, got him in a time machine, flew him to 2017 when he was in his prime, and gave him a blank check.
That's
It's
interesting.
Weird.
Oh, it
and
fucking
surreal
rules, dude.
And
It
so
rules
interesting.
so hard.
Definitely.
Trust me.
Yeah.
A Cure for Wellness, another one I would totally do a watch party on.
Oh yeah.
I think A Cure for Wellness fucking rules. I think it's such an interesting film. Talk about they spent. Let me tell you the budget on this movie. Like, this is an unmarketable film. Same thing. It's a horror movie, but it's because Gore Verbinski directed, you know, not only The Ring, so he had success with horror already, but he also directed, you know, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So it was like an Omi movie, which any like big director always gets that like blank check movie. Christopher Nolan gets this a lot, where it's like, all right, you make us a Batman and we'll give you a Prestige.
Oh yeah,
you give us a Dark Knight, we'll give you, you know, a fucking you know, Interstellar, right? Like it's the trade-off. It's you can do your Dunkirk, you got to do this. We'll give you Tenet, but you got to give us this, right?
Yeah, that's Guillermo del Toro's method. That's been a famous thing with directors, though. One for them, one for me. Like, you look at Guillermo del Toro's filmography post Pan's Labyrinth. It's like Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy, or like, or even the list of studio projects that got canceled that he's involved with, that Jason and I were actually talking about fairly recently. Yeah, it's always been like, oh, I might do The Witches. Oh, but you know, I'll do you know, Shape of Water, or I'll do Pacific Rim, and I'll do, you know, something else. It's always been like a one for me, one for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he got Crimson Peak made, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cure for Wellness budget $40 million. Yeah, $40 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a long movie. It's like 2.5 hours long.
I like Dane DeHaan a lot also.
What's up?
I said I like Dane DeHaan a lot also. Like, I think he's a great actor.
He's great in the film, as is Jason Isaac, Mia Goth, of course. I mean, of course, Mia
Queen.
Goth.
Or
Yes, our queen,
so-
our Lord and Savior.
Yes. It's a rad film. Has anybody in the comments seen freaking A Cure for Wellness or what? I'm not getting any agreeing or disagreeing. And I'm not happy about it. I'm just kidding. I wonder if it's connected to the
Anunnaki,
Anunnaki,
the supposed deities the ancient Egyptians worshipped. I don't know. I definitely get way more.
Oh yeah, Shutter. Oh, he's saying
Like-
that Cure for Wellness reminds him of Shutter Island, 100%.
Like I was saying, like Buddhist kind of, that type of spirituality vibes from The Empty Man. But maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Shutter Island a horror movie? Do you think?
I mean, I think that's always one of those like, you know, semantics to me. It's like you get into that conversation about what is horror, what isn't, and people like start coming up with like these guidelines, and they're so vague. It's really hard to like define horror, and this is why, like, I'll tell you this. If you really delve into horror and you really delve into like people's like aversion to it, because I talk to people for a living. I mean, it's fucking what I do. I'm a hairdresser. I sit down and talk to people all day. And, you know, the most common sentiment that I hear is that I hate horror movies. And when you really push back against that and you really ask them like more leading questions to get that answer you're looking for, you find out that 90% of people at least equate horror to slasher movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you'll be like, oh, do you like this? Do you like that? Have you seen this? Have you like? And they're like, oh yeah, I like all those. You think those are horror? And I'm like, what the fuck else would they be? And they're like, well, I don't know. I just think when I think horror, I just don't like slashers. Okay, I just don't. And I'm like, there's literally like
the subgenre.
Horror is the vastest genre of film. Period.
Yes.
Right. Like there is nothing even close.
Yeah.
Right. Comedies are comedies. Like there's very little like room with comedies. There's like a couple subgenres of comedies, but very few. Yeah. Right. You got like the 80s teen comedy kind of thing. You got like you can get classifications of comedies, but there's very few.
Yeah.
Same with drama.
Horror for sure.
Same with action.
Yeah.
Sci-fi has a few, but horror blends with every genre very well too. Like you can do horror sci-fi, you can do horror action, you can do horror drama, you can do horror comedy, you can do, it really lends itself well to any other genre. So to like, and there's so much argument over what's horror. Like, is Silence of the Lambs horror? Is Seven horror? Is all these different films, and it's like, I don't know. What's your classification for horror? What exactly is? What does that mean to you? Is it trying to invoke fear? Right? So is that what you mean? Or does it have to have a monster or a creature or something stalking you? Because I can name tons of movies that do check those boxes, but are not really horror. Right? Like war movies are terrifying. Right? So like, and they instill fear, like the D-Day scene in the opening of Saving Private Ryan is fucking terrifying. Right? But it's not a horror movie. Right? So that doesn't really fit. Maybe. And then there's tons of movies with monsters and creatures in them that is not horror, but maybe those segments are horror-esque. But when do you get the crossover to where there's enough to consider it horror? Like, is there a percentage of the film that has to be dedicated to it? I don't know. I mean, I don't think that I'm the authority. I think that I have as much knowledge on the genre as anybody. So I feel like, I guess I would, as you guys would as well, right? Like, what do you guys think? What is horror? What is the classification of horror?
I want to hear Callie's answer as well. Also, I just want to address Ricky's comment. Would you consider the black phone for a watch party? If you guys are even considering that at all, please let me know. That Henry Bowers Power Hour, that bully, I'd love to be present. If I'm taking up a bully mantle, then hey, let me in on anything with a bully. I'm there.
What we should watch on this for a watch party?
What?
Mr. Harrigan's phone.
That would be
we gotta force Cyrus to watch his own movies.
I would totally be down for that.
We'll watch the Just Beyond episode.
Yeah, right.
That would be cool too.
I do think that watching stuff that I'm in is kind of like, it is a different vibe. Like I watched Run, Hide, Fight with my friends last night or so, and I was like, you guys enjoying this? Like you guys and they're like, yeah, we could turn this off. And I'm like, okay, good. And I'm like, but get to the theater scene first. Get to the scene where my chewy moments. But no, it's anyway, it's just like it is a different vibe. But yeah, that sounds fun to do a Mr. Harrigan's Phone watch party. But yes, Harrigan's Phone, black phone. I'm there.
Any phone.
Yeah. Whatever phone. I'm there for both phones.
We can totally. I know a lot of people have. I say a lot, but I feel like we've talked about the black phone as a watch party option a couple times now for sure. Cool. So we'll definitely let you know if we end up doing it, which we probably will at some point for sure.
So, do you know how many times in public, I think even family members, like relatives, during holidays, how many people are saying, I loved you in the black phone?
Even family members.
Even
my own mom.
My grandma's like, I loved the black phone. I'm like, what? Wrong one. No, Starbucks. and a guy, I think, either accidentally bumped into. No, what happened was this guy, and it was like a Starbucks that all like LA people, whatever, actors go to. And there's this guy who's obviously either a mobster or producer who's like having trouble typing in the code for the bathroom. And I'm there often, so I know what it is. And I'm like, oh, it's just this. And then he grabs me and he goes, I know you. I'm like, oh, do I owe you money? And he's like, and he goes, you're an actor. And I go, yeah. And he goes, the black phone. And I'm like, yes.
Why not?
Shoot me.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's popular.
Yeah.
I love it.
They also made Morgan, which stars our other queen.
Okay, they make horror movies. I'm not saying that.
No. I'm looking at the list just out of curiosity. I'm not calling you out.
No,
I was just pointing out that that's an Anya Taylor-Joy movie.
I'm sticking.
Yeah.
Callie, what are the?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have like, because like I probably would say that Shutter Island is a horror movie. I would call it like a psychological horror thriller. Like I feel like you can tack on all these other like subgenres onto horror, you know, but I don't know. I mean,
there's enough imagery to definitely consider it horror.
Yes.
I mean, you got a wife murdering her children and drowning them, right?
And just the unreliable narrator and like kind of all that is, I mean, obviously the psychological part, but I definitely have a broader definition of horror because like you said, I totally agree that like war films, you know, those things are terrifying, but they're not the same as like a ghost story or like a demonic possession or whatever. And I think that some level of I don't know how to word it because it's not like a supernatural quality in every horror film, obviously, but there's some element there.
Ross says
just nailed it.
Horror movies are movies that attempt to make you feel afraid from either end.
Yes,
I think that if I were to define horror, every single movie, whether it's argued to be a horror movie or whether it's marketed as or just talked about as a horror movie, regardless of if the villain is a person, however grounded it is or however heightened it is, there's always the fear of the unknown. You don't know why they're doing it. You don't know how they're doing it. You don't know, you just aren't sure about, or you aren't sure about this entity. Like a war, there's like book after book, and there's so much research detailing why wars happen, why this history is repeated, and it's just such knowledgeable information that's out there in the day. But to me, a horror movie that's why it could be argued Shutter Island is not a horror movie because it's framed squarely from the character's shoulders, who could be argued as fearing the unknown. I don't know, or it could be the unknown entity is he's this crazy guy. So, but although there are definitely elements, so I think like the idea of like the thing after me, I'm not sure what it is, or I'm not sure how it's doing it, or I'm not sure why it's doing it. If that element is there, it's horror to me. Like Whiplash, Ricardo says that is maybe a type of horror movie. People would not call it that because there's like abuse and
it's psychologically traumatizing.
Like themes of trauma and like abuse are like extremely common, unfortunately, and also have been studied, and we now understand why that happens, and we also are getting more comfortable with how to avoid those things. So that is not a horror movie to me because it's known, and I've had instances of teachers like being like ridiculing people or bullying people, and it's just been like, or figures of prominence. So it's like, that's what I think horror is if there's an element of unknown, what's going on, of a mystery behind the villain or the thing that is the problem, and it's built up to be dreadful or
Mhm.
weird, absolutely it's a horror movie. That's to me what it is.
That's really well said. Yeah, I think you guys are definitely onto something with like the unknown aspect, because I feel like obviously you could make that hyper specific and say it all boils down to like death, right? In some way, because even if it's perceived death, like it's still the fear that's there. But
yeah. And like and I feel like even in like the schlockiest of the schlocky, like it's like, oh, then why is gore labeled as horror? Or like why is like people being ripped apart or whatever? There's still like, it's hard to articulate, but there is definitely still an overarching theme of like unknown, this, why is it so gruesome, or how is it so gruesome, like something that heightened, built up to be feared. Yeah, like same thing, like to me is like, why is the person doing it, whatever. Yeah,
sure. Well, and even with like the gore and stuff, I mean, most people hopefully will never really experience physical like mutilation or anything, right? To that extent. So watching it on film is that unknown of like, what would that has to be so painful, like what would it feel like? Oh my god.
Sure, like yeah, absolutely. That yeah, I was like, this is gonna be impossible to articulate, and you're like, and then you just like politely articulated it for me.
Well, it's visceral horror, right?
Yeah,
it's
the visceral,
pure feeling. Let's talk about this bullshit question right here. That's impossible to fucking talk about.
Who would win? They're fighting.
Winning in
We're putting them in the ring.
Who's hotter? Who's a better actress? Who? Like, what's the question here? I have no answer to any of those. By the way, they're like my favorite kid, right? Like, I'm not picking either currently.
If I were to, like it's also so subjective. Like,
totally.
It's what movies you prefer. What's
no, they're both perfect. That's
yeah, they are.
That's a fact.
Like for me, like I would enjoy watching just because of my own personal taste, like their acting abilities. It's impossible to be like what is better, but again, so subjective, and everyone has their own method. To me, I would personally enjoy a Maya Goth performance more, just because that's my own thing. Like that's just what I enjoy watching or what I enjoy absorbing. Even though I think Anya Taylor-Joy is easily, in terms of ability, capable, her capabilities equalize Mia Goth's, like hands down. They're definitely equals in terms of acting ability to me, but just in personal preference, I guess this is somewhat of an answer to Ricardo's question, but
you can, I mean,
my own shit.
They've starred in 2 movies together, so you can kind of see them side by side, acting against one another.
Is it Emma? Is one
Emma,
which I haven't seen, which is funny because I love Jane. Well, I say I love Jane Austen, but I love Pride and Prejudice. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
but I would totally watch it.
And Marrowbone.
Oh yeah, Marrowbone.
It's also like, I don't know, like also comparing actors, it's just like whatever. Like it's just so subjective, and it's like, and it's not even like food versus food or movie versus movie. Like it's not this thing that just exists. Like it's like it's like a person being hired to do several characters.
Right.
They choose whatever commitment they want. Characters. So it's just like whatever. Like Anya versus Mia, there's no answer, but again, I also haven't seen too many Anya Taylor-Joy movies. I just like think Mia Goth is just like, I don't know, it's just entertaining to me. I would love to see Anya Taylor-Joy in a Pearl role, and then maybe a change, who knows, like anyway.
It's definitely it's definitely hard to compare somebody like, it's hard to compare against like great actors like Daniel Day-Lewis versus Tommy Wiseau. Like it's really like, it's like, who's better?
But even so, like it would still be hard. I would argue that in the realm of whatever, I know it's like, oh yeah, Daniel Day, but like, I don't know, maybe Tommy, like, who knows what he's capable of, you know?
What he's capable? I know what he's capable of. You tell me, Lisa.
Well, you have like a unique perspective too, because you actively are an actor, so you are going into different roles and sort of seeing that, like, the process, right? Like, it's an artistic process, so it is different for everybody,
right?
And art is subjective in the end. But...
Yeah, that's why I even regret like giving somewhat of an answer. I like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh god, like I'm never gonna work with Anya Taylor-Joy, whatever. but no, I think they're both. Yeah, like their acting abilities, impossible to compare. They're both perfect. It said I enjoy watching Maya Goth personally, just because that's my own taste. I like those kinds of I like the movies she chooses, but that's my own whatever. Like, I love Anya Taylor-Joy too. Like, she's equally a good actor. Anyway, hire me. All right. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good point, because I've brought this up many times. Like, No Country for Old Men is like Anton Chigurh is death.
Yes.
Right?
Walking.
Like, and this is where the Coen brothers really hit their genius, was like the way they present Anton Chigurh and the lack of answers to questions that you typically get in like physical form on screen, right? Like, you've got Josh Brolin. For anyone who hasn't seen No Country for Old Men, I apologize for the spoilers here, but you can check out.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
But like, I know that a lot of people, when they were in the theater, were like upset, because I remember when I saw it in theaters, there was a lot of people upset, like when Josh Brolin dies and it happens off screen. And it's like, you don't, like, I get why they're upset, but like, they didn't get the film. And the point is like, he was never going to escape it, right? Like, he's never getting away from this. Anton Chigurh is death. You can't run from death.
Right.
And so there's no point in showing his death, because it's so obvious. Right? Like, and that's what I love about that film, is that they had that respect and understanding of their material to be like, it, even though this is our main character, name another movie where you follow a main character for the entire film running from some killer, whether it's horror or action or whatever, and then they're just dead.
But that's what's so...
And they come up on him and they're just dead in a room.
It's so genius, and it's so like, to us, to yourself, you're the main character, right, of your life. But when you die, like, somebody else, is not going to see it that way. It's just an off-screen death to them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, I was going to agree. Ricky actually said it too. It's the same thing with the Terminator. The Terminator is a slasher movie. It's just they gave, and James Cameron has admitted this, that he used the template of a slasher movie. And it's very obvious that, Arnold's T-800 is a slasher villain with a gun.
Terminator is not only, I feel like there are some horror movies that people label as slasher movies that are like, the first Terminator goes by slasher conventions more than those movies to me. Like, like Nightmare on Elm Street to me is a fantasy horror movie. Just because there are teenagers in it does not mean that it is, like, I feel like the structure of a slasher movie and the fundamentals of a slasher movie, like, I think the Terminator is like more of a slasher movie than what people not that accustomed to the horror genre would label as some movies as slasher movies. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a slasher movie to me. Like,
you know what movie constantly gets called a slasher movie, and I just fucking lose my mind every time I hear it, and I hear it so often, is Hostel.
Oh my god!
What the fuck are you guys talking about? And I hear that about Saw as well. They're like, it's a slasher movie.
No,
the fuck are you talking about? Have you ever seen a slasher movie before? These are not
And-
slasher films.
Yeah, and yeah, like it's so stupid. Like it is like there is a structure to slasher movies, and even like the weird like B characters in slasher movies that you'll often see. Terminator even has that, like, you're dead, honey. Like, it's even like, you know, it has all of the notions of a slasher movie. Like, it's just so well acted and so well written that, and the concept of the villain stems from like old ideas, postmodern science fiction literature that they're like, oh, it's sci-fi thriller. Like, what are you talking about? No, it's just a clever slasher movie.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of shotguns, I can't believe Ghostface uses a shotgun in the grocery store scene in the trailer.
So happy that he
honestly, okay, I got a few things to say on this. Number one is I don't have any issues with slashers using guns from time to time. Like, and secondly, I think this probably came to be because the directors of this watched Terrifier. And they're kind of like, well, if Art the Clown can use a fucking gun randomly, why can't we? And I'm totally for it. Like,
me too.
If especially like, okay, if you're taking someone like Michael Myers or Jason or something, like Jason especially, it's like this is like a zombie. Like, he's gonna just grab you and crush you, or he's gonna take a knife, or like Michael Myers, right? He like when he goes and up against Kelly Meeker in Halloween 4, like he takes Deputy Logan's shotgun and he just shoves it right through her.
Right.
Like, he doesn't pull the trigger. He fucking impales her with it.
Yeah.
Because that's Myers. He's like evil. But in Scream, this is a
person.
Dude.
Yeah.
This is just a dude. Right.
Totally.
So like, he has access to a shotgun. He's gonna fucking use it.
Yes.
Right. He's not gonna just throw it away and be like, well, I'm just gonna use a knife. It's like, no, I got a shotgun now. It's way more effective than a fucking knife, especially against like a city. Like, I'm in New York. Anybody could come through the door at any moment. I need a shotgun.
Right? Yes, totally. And I not only say like, okay, I say it's about damn time.
Agreed.
Because look, if Scream, I do enjoy the Scream movies, but if they're really gonna commit to the idea of like, we really know our way around slasher movies and we really understand the subversion of slasher movies, I say it's about fucking time that they actually did something visually that's striking, that they actually subvert your expectations in a way that's like engaging on the basis of like a horror movie fundamental. Like, I say it's about fucking time that Ghostface did something where people will be like, oh wait, this is like different, you know?
Yeah.
I do want to point out though, and I did this with my friend Dave Z, who does the Exploding Heads horror movie podcast. He was like freaking out about Ghostface using a shotgun, and he was like posting about like, oh my god, like I hate guns in this and that, and like, don't fuck up my franchises, because Scream is like, it's like one of his favorite franchises. And I was like, bro, like I kind of blasted in the comments because I was just like, this is your favorite fucking franchise, but we're ignoring the fact that literally almost every Ghostface in Scream uses a gun at some point in the franchise.
Right.
Billy uses a gun.
Yeah.
He shoots freaking Randy with it. Stu uses a gun. Fucking, Timothy Olyphant's character uses a gun in the second Scream. The Roland or whatever the hell his name is in Scream 3 uses a gun. Freaking Emma freaking Roberts uses a gun.
Yeah.
The dudes in the Huey from fucking The Boys,
But
and
the
whatever,
difference
they
is
all
that they're-
fucking use a gun. They're just not wearing the Ghostface mask when
And
they
like,
do it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who cares? And also like, it's like, to me, as an avid lover of Scream, especially that original film, actually as an avid lover of the original Scream, that movie, to me, I don't invest my time in Scream because of its knowledge of horror movies. That is not even one of the reasons why I would watch a Scream movie. Like, if you really want to go that route, like, so many like popcorn, you know, they have done like knowledge of horror movies to, they've taken that degree even further before Scream. Scream is just so well structured and well paced and entertaining as a film, and it just does a brilliant job of balancing to me the horrors of the movie while also engaging moviegoers that might love like the comedy or the characters. Like I just think that that's why Scream works to me. That's a Scream movie to me. Something that will have something different in a killer, a fun whodunit element, and a nice simple entertaining structure. Like I'm not going to Scream to see how many references they're going to make. Like I'm going to Scream to see something engaging and fun. And Ghostface pulling a 9, not a 9, but you know, like just like capping a dude in an NYC like bodega with a double barrel. It's like I'm like, fuck yeah, like this is Scream to me. Like I love this shit. Like this is awesome. So Scream 6 went from being like an honorable mention on my most anticipated movies to like number 5 or 6. Like it really, that trailer, I don't even know if Scream 6 would have been an opening night for me if I didn't see that trailer. Like I think I love the new one too. Like I love Scream 5. Not just simping because I'm an actor. I do love that movie. And yeah, man, I was like, yeah, that was, pun intended, I was blown away by that.
I loved
I had like 17 things to say during that. I'm like trying to keep them all straight on. Number 1, have you seen Student Bodies? Because I think that might be like the original self-referential horror film. That's like the original Scary Movie. It was released in like 86. The main character, like the villain of the film, is the Breather, and you guys, it's good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna add that Student Bodies. Also, Amber, do you think Ghostface might be Stu? I will be pissed if Stu is not in the movie. I will be pissed. I think that the Scream 6 trailer introduced this really interesting idea very implicitly, which is that if this new set of Scream movies are going to stay faithful to the idea of being not only self-referential to horror movies, but self-referential to fandoms. And I think that it would be a big missed opportunity for there not to be a cult of ghost faces that get Stu back into their plan. And I think it would be a shame to waste Matthew Lillard's talent, because he is still, to me, one of the most underrated actors and one of the most underutilized actors. I think, honestly, to me, the fact that Matthew Lillard is not as much of a name as he should be kind of ticks me off, because I just think that people don't understand how talented, committed, and just knowledgeable about how to use your impulses as an actor as Matthew Lillard. Like, I just think that I would be fucking mad if Matthew Lillard is not in the new Scream. I don't mean to be so passionate about it, but I'm serious. I think that it just sucks how underutilized he is. Like, the whole thing about, as someone who's like trying to make it as a character actor in the industry and oppose any preconceived boxes or notions that people might put you in, Matthew Lillard has always been like a really inspiring figure to me, as someone who just is just so committed to everything he does, no matter how shitty and awful the material is. just the idea of this guy coming in and giving it his all every time.
Yeah.
I would be really disappointed if Matthew Lillard is not in this new Scream. That's all I'm saying about that.
I can definitely think we can all agree that the person who brings it the hardest, though, is Nicolas Cage. Always and forever.
What are your guys' thoughts on
if the script is at a 3, he brings
Ghostface?
a 14.
14, yeah. I don't know who I mean, it could really make sense for Ghostface to be Stu, especially with like that shot in the trailer of the collection and Billy's costume. Like Billy's is like in a box, so that would be like interesting, encased. I actually saw some people on we did the trailer reaction.
Yeah, we did Easter eggs and breakdown of the trailer. Yeah,
because you were like, oh, Samara Weaving's going to be the killer. But then some people were saying she might be the cold open kill, like Casey in the OG. And I actually really liked that idea. Yeah.
But I also think that it's possible that we could completely flip the Scream formula on its head by they kind of hinted at potentially doing this with the 5th one, with Jenna Ortega being attacked and then made to look like she's the killer. So they could go the Spiral Book of Saw route, where they like kill Samara Weaving, but she ends up being the killer.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the first kill you see in the movie, but then it's like it's staged, and like they did it because they're kind of shooting their own Scream movie or stab movie. I do think that I think that the mask itself could be a hint, right? Because I think it's Billy's original mask.
Yeah.
That they got. Somehow they got their hands on Billy's original mask, and it's falling apart, right? It's old. They collect there's 9 Ghostface costumes. There's been 9 killers up until this point. So they're collecting. Now, all the robes do not have masks with them. There is one mask. It's in a case to the right when they're in the building, but there's no masks on the dummies, just the robes, and each one of them has a plaque name in front of it. Billy's the ones that's encased. They have the Stab 3 script, so they're really focusing in, like they love anything related to the actual murders. Whoever has this shrine definitely has a fascination with the killers, and typically in the Scream movies, that's not the motive, right? The motive is like something completely different. But this person is like a genuine fan. They're not a fan of movies. They're a fan of the killer, which is actually even more like us,
right?
Because that's what the people are there for. Now, I'm not a Scream fan, as everybody knows, but the typical fandom of this is there for Ghostface, which I've always stated that I think that's like one of the downsides of the Scream franchise is they had the opportunity to change the costume every movie.
Sure.
So that's a shame, and I really hope that one franchise picks that up at some point. But they love their marketing and they love their branding.
Yeah.
But like Friday the 13th is like the closest thing we got, right? Like freaking
variations.
You got variations of Jason, and you've got you've got Sackhead Jason in 2, you've got Hockey Face Jason in 3. It would have been so great if Jason would have picked up a new mask every film.
Sure.
And it would have been like, ooh, what mask are you gonna get this time?
Michael has some variations.
Not only that, but I was about to add on to Callie's point. I was about to say, speaking unintentionally, like from like a creative level of like, let's give the killer different masks. Oh, like all of these franchises, the Freddy, like it looks like really weird in anything post 4, like part 5 he kind of looks like my grandpa, and in part 6, it's an action. Like I know they said that it's fun that Pizza kind of inspired Freddy. He actually looks like Pizza. And it's just kind of like, if you want to speak like intention out the window, they've been doing that, but from a creative level, they definitely should. What do you think of Nicolas Cage as Dracula and Redfield?
I'm
I'm
excited.
I'm always there for
I
it.
love Nick Cage. I think it's such
Yeah.
that people are like think he's a meme. He
I
yeah,
know.
he did go in debt at one point and had to do a bunch
A lot
of
of shitty movies.
a
to
lot of
get
shitty
himself
movies,
out.
but he's again, I think, given the right director, he's one of the
Sure.
best actors that's ever lived. Like I will go on record saying that Nicolas Cage is like, yeah, he's a very, very gifted actor, and I know he's gonna bring it in Renfield. But
Yes.
just really quick to circle it back to Stu, leaving Matthew Lillard
Yeah.
out of it. Matthew Lillard like stand. In Scream 3, the original script, Stu was the killer, and he was manipulating different kids at the high school, and kind of creating a cult of ghost faces. Except Columbine happened, and they had to throw out the idea.
Yeah.
I think that enough time has passed where you have more knowledge of cult followings regarding horror movies, and enough time has passed where Matthew Lillard's return as Stu would be even more effective. So I think it would be really, really cool if he came back. And you know what? If he didn't, then it's fine. I probably will still enjoy the movie.
It's all about presentation, right? I mean,
yes, totally.
They could drop anything as long as it's presented right. You can do pretty much anything. It's just there's all sorts of films that I see that I'm like, how the fuck did they pull this off? Like, this should not work.
Sure.
But somehow some directors are able to just make the dumbest shit work.
Yeah.
Right? And some directors can't make the most amazing material work.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
it just depends, of course. It always comes down to
depend.
talent. And speaking of Nicolas Cage, last thing I'll say, 2 things you absolutely have to watch if you've never seen them. Number 1 is an interview that Nicolas Cage did overseas. He comes out on so much fucking cocaine. I can't believe he's even human anymore. He fucking runs out on stage, does a front flip, which he does not land, and then starts throwing $1 bills at the audience.
Oh, I know that interview.
The fucking
amazing.
best. It's the fucking best interview that's ever been given by.
Oh
human.
my gosh! I was on a Steven Seagal binge watching all.
And he's wearing a fucking leather jacket with no shirt under it, unbuttoned.
See, that's the
It's
thing.
amazing.
Like Nicolas Cage is a meme, but like
That's my goal.
Like he pulls exactly. Like it's
my
not
goal.
a bad thing. It's
I
not
get
a
so
bad
much clout that I just cocaine becomes my breakfast, and I just go on Jimmy Fallon, and I'm like, yeah, I do front flips and fall on my face and get injured. That would be that.
Secondly, if you want to see the greatest performance and the worst performance I've ever seen in my life in the same film, by Nicolas Cage. And by any actor, but I legitimately, the whole time I'm watching this movie, I cannot figure out if I'm watching the best performance I've ever seen or the worst. I'm legit on this, and this is a movie with an insanely long title. It's called Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
The synchronicity. I was at the video store today, and the guy put an empty DVD, like without the cover, and they opened, and it was a DVD disc with the Bad Lieutenant title and Nicolas Cage's face.
Yeah.
I was like, did they remake Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage?
It's like a sequel because it's directed by Werner Herzog, which is crazy.
Heck.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a really wild movie. It's him, Val Kilmer, Eva Mendes, but like he injures his back in the opening of the movie, saving some prisoner from drowning in Hurricane Katrina. And
he's just so talented.
He then becomes he becomes a drug addict, and because he saves this guy, and he kind of just takes it out on all these criminals in the city because he feels like they're responsible for his injury. And like, it's the fucking funny dude. This dude legitimately rapes a guy's girlfriend in front of him while fucking like doing like drugs off of her and holding a gun to the guy's head on the front of this car in a parking lot. This movie is fucking insanity. There's a scene where like someone's soul is dancing in front of him as we get a close up on a lizard for like 5 minutes.
What?
This is Bad Lieutenant sequel?
Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans is one of the fucking trippiest films. And I'm telling you, the whole time you're watching, you'll just be like, is he hamming it up to 1,000? Or is this genius? I don't know. I don't know what I'm watching. It's either a revelation that should have been Academy Award winning, or it should be burned and never seen again. I'm not honestly sure.
Unfortunately, Jason, it sounds like the latter.
No, it's fucking wonderful.
No,
I've come to the conclusion. I've come to the conclusion that it's a must-watch for anyone who considers themselves a film fan. You've got to see this fucking movie. It'll change your life. It's craziness. It's Nick Cage at his most Nick Cagey. He's fucking nuts in this film. He's fucking nuts in this film. He brings Leaving Las Vegas. He brings Con Air. He brings fucking everything from the past. He's just like, throw it in a blender. Give it all to me. I want it all. I want all the Cage. Don't be Cage. Uncage. Uncage the Cage.
I really wish that there was a Bad Lieutenant sequel reference in Unbearable Massive Talent. Or
oh yeah, we still haven't seen that. That's Pedro, Daddy Pedro.
Daddy, I'm your daddy. Yeah, that's
right.
Love Daddy Pedro.
Who doesn't love Daddy?
He's
Pedro?
fucking Joel. From
yes.
The Last of Us. He's
it's really good. Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage is really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
We gotta watch it.
Watch The Last of Us. Everybody in here.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Okay.
Fucking greatest. It's the greatest game ever made, and it's going to become the greatest television show ever made because the source material is fucking phenomenal. Amazing. Perfect. The greatest story ever told.
Okay. Oh, the greatest story. It's the Bible.
Yes. You think that this is our oh no, it's gonna disconnect. No, I knew it was gonna do that.
We have posters.
Yeah, we have posters. Behind this computer is all The Last of Us. Anyway, it's 3 hours and 42 minutes into this stream. It's a good time to cut it off anyway. Sure. Leaving Las Vegas is a good performance, but Bad Lieutenant is much better.
Okay.
I'm telling you, and it's much worse. It's fucking insane.
Much better.
It's fucking insane. I'm telling you. To do yourself a favor, it's an insane fucking ride. So, it was fun having you on, man. It's the longest live stream we've done by about 2 hours. We usually cut these off pretty quick. We seem to always lose the camera at some point.
Yeah.
So that's a fucking typical thing.
This was
I guess we can do this. Hold on.
I'm so
Well, gang, I think that's the live. See you guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
it didn't bring her. That always brings our camera back. So we must have fucked it up. Oh well. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope everyone loved the live stream, had a good time, was introduced to the Empty Man, or watched it for the second time. Cyrus, it was a pleasure. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. I love the channel. I'd love to come back.
Don't keep us on for 4 hours again.
Sure.
We always have to get you off. That's the funny thing. He's always like, I'm ready, man. I'm here.
I'm here.
We were about to watch Bad Lieutenant.
Yeah, he's like, let's throw on Bad Lieutenant right now.
Yeah,
Ricky's like, let me get my phone. Let me break my fucking code of ethics twice in one night.
Yeah,
we're at it. We're bad influences for Bad Lieutenant. Well, we'd wave and say goodbye. I got to go cook breakfast for Kaylee.
No way.
So thank you, Ross, for showing up. Thank you to Melissa, Selena,
Amber,
Ricky, Amber,
Ricardo.
So many great people.
Yes.
Twin. I think Twin maybe left a while ago.
He did. He was like, "Fuck this, dude. I got a life." I'm so Selena's still up. Can we point that out?
I was about to say.
Selena's still up. It's what, 6 in the morning?
Yeah.
6 in the morning, Selena? Can you confirm that before we go? It's like 6 a.m. This chick's like got to walk into work and they're like, "Are you hungover?" And she's like, "Yeah, from Sinister
And she's
Cinema."
like, the empty man.
Yeah. Oh my God. She just walks up to her fucking boss, puts her fucking lips up to his ear, and it's just like, yep. 6 in the morning. Everyone give a fucking round of applause for this dedicated lady. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is very.
And she's going to the cinema at 11 a.m. Are you going to get a nap before? What movie? Are you going to go see Missing? We just saw it.
Was it good?
Yeah, we loved it. If you like searching, definitely.
Yeah.
My friend
definitely
Megan
good.
is in it. She plays
Who is it?
Megan Surrey. She plays I think the friend of
Oh, she was so cute in it. All the acting from everybody was wonderful, and they had great chemistry. And yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
Damn.
Really, really good.
We're having Selena on the channel next time. She's a bigger celebrity than Cyrus now. This chick is like a horror legend.
Wow.
I am now going on Twitter to tell Anya Taylor-Joy what Cyrus said.
The betrayal.
I'm fucking.
The betrayal
I'm just gonna
is
cut
there?
that clip right out and
Fuck
just
no.
tag her in it.
No.
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
like Anya Taylor-Joy is gonna respond to my fucking Twitter.
No, and I never said she was bad. I never
Yes.
said Mia Goth was
No.
better.
No.
Here we go.
No.
I'm editing
You can't
this
take
part
him
out.
out of context like that. Take him out of the situation.
You guys are all look forward to the next one. She's going to see Megan, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
that's kind of a nice hangover movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so
Right.
for sure.
Why not? I loved Megan, by the way. I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were super
We
into
were
it.
super, super into it.
All right. No more.
Yeah,
That's
no
it.
No more. All right, bye.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.